Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're back on Drop Frames. We were pained last week. Pardon our mess. We were up there in the Meccha Chameleon with the other, I guess now 10 million people that have bought that game.
God damn.
God.
Yeah, that's
So
where
good.
they're at. And that was like, what, 3 days ago? So they probably sold another million or something.
Probably even more.
Yeah, two dudes in Japan just absolutely killing it. Making a ton of money. To their credit, though, they're actually doing meaningful updates in that game. They've already patched over the past week a ton of stuff within the game. You can now mimic yourself to where you can like have multiples. So you can make structures, I guess, with the idea of having multiple versions of you. There's a bunch of things that have been added in there in the positive way. So good to see. Good to see they're still pushing updates and all that stuff, and they're not gonna just sit on their riches, as it were. We'll see how long that lasts, I guess, with the updates, because I mean, there's only so much you could do, I guess, after a certain amount of time before you have to start hiring more people. So yeah, that is Meccha Chameleon. That's where we were last week. This week, guys, I'm gonna be real honest with the two of you and with our audience. The news is depressing. Just across the board.
Oh, good.
It is not. The only thing that I've seen that's been like kind of positive is that Nintendo raised its employee base salary by 10%. They're the only company that's just like doing okay. They're doing all right. Everyone else fucking suck.
I wish I liked their games more so I could support them, but
Yeah. I can just rattle off some headlines here. Steam Machine got announced. It's going to cost $1,000.49 at the base price. I believe there's a 2 terabyte version that's 13. Yeah, it's 512 gig on the first one, and you can bundle it with a controller for $11.29. And then the 2 terabyte model is $1,349 or $1,428 bundled with the Steam controller. And it is less powerful than is it less powerful than a PS4? Was that the benchmark I saw?
We are already seeing the companies that have survived the PC Builder Apocalypse. We are already seeing them come out with their Steam Machine competitors.
Yes.
Which is kind of hilarious. Like where their pre-builts are less than the Steam Machine, and in some cases, like 180% stronger. like less money, literally the same like OS and everything pretty much. If you just ran Steam on it, it's not good for Steam right now.
Yeah.
I think they were really counting on being able to like get a good deal on the hardware and then charge kind of the enthusiast pricing because it's proprietary Steam equipment. But now they're trying to charge the proprietary Steam price and also get dicked on hardware prices. And people just aren't going to have that. Like they probably would have paid the enthusiast price before this, but
yeah.
Or I should say the Steam premium price, like that little extra you're paying just because it's Steam gear, you know?
At the end of the day, I don't know if they care too much because those Steam machines that aren't Steam made, they're still running Steam OS and they're still using Steam. So Valve kind of wins in the end. They get their money one way or the other, depending on where, I guess. I guess you don't have to rely on their hardware, but you're gonna still end up paying Valve for at least the software aspect of it. But yeah, that came out. That's a thing. GTA 6 pre-orders are live. Standard edition $80, Ultimate edition $100. The Ultimate edition comes with a handful of in-game cosmetics that are locked behind the $100 edition. These are straight up NPCs in the game that if you have the basic edition, they won't really sell you anything. They won't talk to you. I think this ranges from like weapon out, like, or sorry, not weapon, car things, colors. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Car
skins?
NTX skins. That's a better term for it. Car skins. There's player skins. Shops is really what they are in game.
There's also, to be clear, it's not just cosmetics. They have like actual story content, missions. Like there is the Ultimate Edition of GTA 6 is not an Ultimate Edition. It is a DLC. It is a day one DLC. Like there's actual content that you will want to play if you're a GTA 6 person in the Ultimate Edition.
Yeah, it says the GTA 6 Ultimate Edition, quote, amplifies this experience with an exclusive collection of premium vehicles, weapons, apparel, and action threaded across all aspects of Jason and Lucia's story.
And apparently the content is gated too. So it's like you get access to the content in different stages as you play through the game. So
Cool.
even more of an effect of like, it's the game. The Ultimate Edition is the game.
Yeah.
And it's been pared down for the $80 version.
I saw a poll. I think Tom Warren, who's an industry insider on social media, had a poll up. I think at least when I saw it, had about 24,000 votes. They were asking which version of GTA 6 did you buy? 20% bought the $80 version. The rest of them, which was like 80%, bought the $100 version. So people are just shelling out the extra $20.
And they knew they would.
Yeah, they knew they would. That's why they priced it that way.
Yep, that's exactly why they did it.
Yeah.
No, the way you described it at the beginning, JP, the way he described it, he was talking about like merchants won't even talk to you or stuff like that. So you walk up to them in the game, and they just turn their back on you.
I know, right? No, they turn their back on you, and on the back of their shirt is a QR code, and the QR code goes to the Ultimate Edition upgrade.
Yeah.
If you scan it.
And then it also, after you buy it, it's like, you're poor. That's what it says. It's just the ... you're poor.
Hey, I'd talk to you if you were a little less poor, huh? Yeah. Maybe if you supported game devs better, I could chat with you.
Yeah.
Maybe if you weren't such a cheapskate.
Mm-hmm.
Not such a, what is it? A broke boy. That's what it is.
Yep.
A broke boy. Yeah.
Yep. For some reason, it got picked up. I don't know if that speaks to the validity of it at all, or if people are just stupid and want headlines. It's probably the case. But there was a rumor going around that they had already pre-ordered 39 million copies. Is what the pre-order was going. But like there's no way that's real. Like 39 million, that's like lifetime sales of like the top 10 games of all time, sales wise.
Okay, it's probably exaggerated, but there's like, of course, I mean, it sounds too big to be fake or too big to be real, right?
Yeah.
What? Anyone other than Rockstar, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. But Rockstar, I'm like, maybe do more research and make sure that's fake, because that's not out of the realm of like what could happen. You know,
there's one thing that I know for sure, the more I've looked into it after the discussion we had 2 weeks ago, and that is there is no comparable company to Rockstar. Rockstar is not doing game dev. Rockstar is not a game developer. They are a luxury item creator. What they make, GTA, is so far beyond any other game dev. It's playing a different game in a different league. So
have you guys
39 million, I hear that and my eyes go wide, but at the same time, I'm kind of like Zeke.
Well,
I'm like, yeah, I could see it. I could see it.
Yeah.
You ever seen the founder, the story about McDonald's?
I know it, but I never watched it.
Okay.
It's got Michael Keaton in it. I probably should watch it.
I think it was in that movie. They said something like, McDonald's is not in the food game. They're in the real estate game. They're just so far beyond, like that's Rockstar. Like Rockstar is in another fucking galaxy.
They don't make games. They are a brand that generates money.
Yeah.
And they generate money via their games, their live services, their merch, their presence at events and stuff. Like they're a brand. Yeah, they're a whole ass brand.
Yeah. Well, if Rockstar
that brand makes almost more than all of game dev combined. In fact, how wild would it be if GTA 6 sells more than all other games this year combined?
I wouldn't be surprised if it did. I mean, that number does not shock me. What
percentage more or less is it going to be? Like, it's not going to, like, that's, now I'm curious. What percentage is GTA 6 going to be versus every other game sale this year?
What was it?
It's going to be a number.
What was that game that went live this year, and then they announced like 5 minutes after going live that they had already sold 1 million or like 2 million. What game was that?
Is that KCD? KCD 2?
Mate, we were all playing that. I forgot what game it was.
I thought it was KCD 2.
No, it wasn't.
Windrose at the 500K like the next day, which was super
It was
impressive.
Subnautica 2. Subnautica 2. That's what it was.
As well. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I bet you like
There's been a lot of big sellers this year.
There have been, yeah. I bet you like 5 minutes after GTA goes live, they're like, we now are richer than Elon Musk.
Oh, no, dude, it'll be when GTA goes live, they will probably post the sales just from the pre-orders, which will be in the 7-8 figures.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That'll be fun. So yeah, get out there and pre-order your GTA 6, guys.
It's gonna be GTA
richer.
6 release, and Rockstar is gonna put up a post and be like, "Thank you so much for 300,000 copies sold. We really appreciate it." And everyone's gonna be like, "Oh god, maybe game dev is harder off than we thought."
What the hell?
Oh no, what's
the
happening?
No, if anything, it'll be a post about how they sold like 1 billion copies, but they're also letting go 1 billion people at the company. Yeah. That's what they're going to do.
Oh my god.
They're going to join forces
yeah.
with PlayStation and Xbox this past week.
Sir.
Yeah, Bungie eliminated about 400 jobs, about half the workforce over there, mostly on Destiny, a handful of folks that were working on Marathon as well, but not too many because they still have to run that game. They put out a statement. I can read it if you want, but it's one of those things where it's like, we're so sorry that we have to let these people
we call that a nipple rubber. It's a nipple rubber. Is that what it is? It's a nipple rubber. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
We're good.
I mean, the second paragraph, as the leaders of Bungie past and present, we recognize Destiny 2 fell short of expectations these past several years. When did the final shape? I mean, final shape was what, 2 years ago? So I guess that does count for past several years. I don't know. Following our final content update to Destiny 2 and with our future project still in an early incubation, we unfortunately could not continue operating at our previous size. We will share more information about the future with you all, but today is not that day. Today, we wish to extend our gratitude and compassion to every member of the Bungie team who has been impacted and to those who remain. We hope you will do the same. Yeah. So that came out. That finally, the hammer finally fell over there at PlayStation / Bungie. It was about, I think, around 400 folk were let go.
Yep.
Yeah, just that's it. It sucks. There's no positive.
That's one of those situations, again, we all knew it was going to happen. We all knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Like there's no way it couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I ever saw a number floating around for how many people Xbox were letting go. But since our previous show, like 2 or 3 days after that, when we had Rami on, they came out and said that like Compulsion Games is on the chopping block.
Double Fine.
Double Fine is another company on the chopping block. A lot of those companies are looking for potential buyers, I think, right now. Just a whole shit ton of bad news out of Xbox. I think one of the other things that was really crazy, and I would like to say that I called it, but I don't want to actually say that because I don't like the fact that
some things suck to call. Yeah.
Yeah, some things suck to call. But the
World War III called it.
The Senua, yeah, exactly. The Senua folk.
You owe me a Coke.
The Senua folk, if you remember in the Xbox event, they announced the Senua game, and it was just called Senua. It wasn't called like Hellblade 3 or anything like that. And the reason they did that is because they were trying to find a potential buyer for the game. So they literally put out a trailer for Senua to see if they could find someone to buy their company. Didn't they make
comments like, we're doing more with this one than we have in others?
Yes, they did. They made exactly those comments. And like, fuck, that just is... Whew.
That hurts.
Oh, someone in chat is saying, without the devs knowing. That is even more fucked up if that's the true. If like Xbox put that out with the idea that they were trying to find a buyer for the company without the company knowing. I don't know if that's true. If that is, that's even more dystopian and fucked up.
That's pretty messed up.
Yeah. So all of that stuff is going on at Xbox. I haven't seen any numbers of actually of the people actual let go, but I think it's still supposed to happen at some point.
That's borderline sadistic stuff like that, man. You know, it's not sadistic at all. It's just complete lack of caring. It's just numbers driven. It's not sadistic. It's no emotion. It's zero emotion. It's only numbers matter.
Yeah.
Like calling it sadistic is arguably saying there's emotion in it. I just don't think there is. It's just greed.
Yeah. It's capitalism.
You don't care enough for sadism.
It's capitalism. And then 3 days ago, Xbox also came out and updated the prices on their consoles. You can now buy
updated.
Yeah, you can now buy it, and it is I do want to show the post here because it is a very strange. The way it's worded is very deliberate. So first off, it says updated Xbox console prices in the headline. They don't lead with the price, and then all of this are things that are coming out on Xbox. They're things that talk about why they're being increased in price. They're things that you can buy now, pay later. You can get interest-free financing on a console. All this stuff, right? And then the first sentence, and it's not even like broken out into a diagram or anything. It's just the price of Xbox consoles will increase for $100 for the 512 models and $150 for the 1 terabyte models. We will also be sunsetting our 2 terabyte model. So they don't even tell you the price in full. They just say that they're increasing the number. I don't know. It seems like they're kind of hiding some things there to me.
Well, yeah, I mean it's all like, you know, focus groups and marketing and shit like that. It's all a matter of like people see $100, they're like, oh, $100.
Yeah.
That's not that bad. But then
it's not
you don't
that
realize
bad, right?
Yeah,
hardware is more expensive. Yeah, it's fine.
How much is it? Like, how much is it? Like now, is it like from?
So
I don't know console prices, like 5 to 6 or 6 to 7.
I'm doing the thing where I'm not trusting AI and I'm continuing to scroll to see if I can find the actual price.
Good man, dude.
But fuck, man, they're making it hard. So right now, at Best Buy, an Xbox Series X 1 terabyte console is $649. So I think that means if they're increasing the price by $150, then it will be an $800 Xbox. Yeah.
Wow.
$800 for a Series X Xbox. Whew. That's pricey.
Kind of funny. Somebody today in my channel was like, I finally found a good use for AI. And I was like, oh, well, yeah, like, oh God, right? I'm like, let's hear what this is.
Everybody goes,
I know. I was like, oh, okay. And then he goes, you can use it to search the internet without seeing spoilers. You can search for specific things and AI will filter out spoilers so you can look for something and not worry about being spoiled. And I said, interesting. Like, okay, I could see why you would like that.
Yeah.
And then I got off to go to lunch and I was like, let me just run a quick test. Let me just run a quick little test here on Google. Let me see what happens. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay. Google, do me a favor. Tell me about the Episode 1 Star Wars movie, but make sure not to spoil any other Star Wars movies. The first line of this AI response was, following the story of Darth Vader and his rise to greatness, Anakin Skywalker. And I was like, literally the very first line. And I'm just like,
it won't work.
Well, maybe a little bit until we get to that point.
Yeah.
Maybe we're not quite there yet with AI.
Need some work.
So it's like, yeah, I don't know about this, man.
Man, I mean,
I don't know about this. Maybe I'm not going to trust AI to filter out spoilers.
I went down a bad, an important, I think, but bad rabbit hole on the whole thing of AI. Because there's been a handful of reports this past week. I'll see if I can pull up the exact articles of different companies. I think Lenovo was one, and maybe Micron. Yeah, Tech Radar reported the Lenovo declared a new normal for higher memory pricing into the 2030s, while Microsoft forecasts prices are going to double again in a year.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Take care of your PCs, y'all.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Love the ones you're with right now.
And it was kind of like
blow them out, clean them, care for them, hug them, love them.
It was kind of like, I'll read the article because there is some nuance to it. Lenovo said that RAM prices will likely, quote, never, end quote, fall back to pre-crisis levels of a year ago, even after the bolstering of chip product output that's coming out from 2028 onwards. They seemingly said never, accompanied by some onstage laughter, according to Computer Base, and the tech site, bearing in mind translation nuances, clarifies that this is really referring to the next 5 years or maybe a bit more for the RAM industry and not an absolute future. However, the report goes on to mention that Lenovo sees a new normal from 2030 onwards with significantly higher prices than pre-crisis levels, even given increased production. On top of that, Microsoft just announced hefty prices for the Xbox consoles driven by the RAM crisis. The firm stated, unfortunately, console storage and memory prices have increased by 2.5 times, and we expect another doubling by the fall of 2027. So it's going to double from now till next fall. So that's awful.
Now, are all of these prices assuming that data centers are going to be growing progressionally from this point at the current rate, or are they assuming any kind of flattening out or regression?
I don't,
because right now we are in a hyper state of data center creation.
I think that's going to keep up. Yeah. Because there was, there's another article that kind of coincided with this. But I don't know if I can answer that question, Co. Okay, I'm reading here. Microsoft predicting a further doubling, what the hell? Doubling of memory pricing is not much more than a year. It's a painful prediction to hear too. I'm not going to dive full tilt into the gloom here though, because as I've said before, at least in the consumer space, RAM prices can only go so high before a ceiling is hit, which means most people simply refuse to pay the asking prices. Thankfully, there have been a couple of glimmers of hope this week. Asus predicted that its products won't be hiked as much in the second half of 2026, but they'll still go up. There was rumor aired that memory chip giant SK Hynix may switch production away from AI-targeted RAM, HBM, to conventional RAM sticks, at least to an extent. So
the thing that's crazy about this is like, yeah, the AI things are making a ton of money, but like, I'm really surprised that more, and maybe they are, and we're just not hearing about them specifically for what I'm about to say, but I'm surprised there aren't more companies wanting to jump into consumer RAM with the way that prices are spiking. Because it seems like there's a lot of money to be made there. Now, granted, it could just mean that there's a huge amount more money to be made in AI land right now.
I think that's what it means.
But yeah. it seems wild that no one is capitalizing that on that more. But again, maybe that's the whole point. Maybe the whole point is a fabrication in the consumer's mind of the loss to inflate the prices. So
yeah, so I continued my trip down the hell well.
The hell well.
And
that was clever. You could see JP like that one.
Yeah. The Jefferies Equity Research, which is a company that just does global research on things like this. They came out and said no positive outlook presented by the big three DRAM makers, Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron, and China's CXMT are not going to be the savior the industry hoped for. Analysts expected the prices to see a sharp increase in the coming quarters of 2026. According to Jefferies Equity Research, it's reported the memory prices are expected to see a 40 to 50% rise in Q3 2026 versus the current quarter. I think we're Q2 right now, or we're coming up on Q2. Yeah, here in towards the end of June. Following Q3, the market should brace for another 30 to 40% hike in Q4 2026. In 2027, a 40 to 45% year-on-year price hike is suggested. The only recovery will be seen by 2028 when ASPs are expected to decline as new capacity around 15 to 20% comes into play. This supply won't be as meaningful as anticipated as demand for AI and compute continues to increase. So, yeah, we're in this for at least another year.
At least.
Yeah. And then that led me down to a video, which I kind of would actually recommend everyone go and watch if you have 3.5 hours. But Gamer Nexus put out a video called The Collapse of Personal Computing. It was about from a month ago. But they interview a ton of different people that are all very personal computing and consumer focused. So like Cooler Master or the, God damn it, who makes the thermal paste?
Thermaltake.
No, those type of companies though. And they were just, Thermal Grizzly is the company that they interview. But they were showing like, the companies were just flat out showing different graphs of sales. Like they were very, very public. And some of those graphs are just like, what the fuck?
So one thing that's incredibly depressing is that if, for those that are noticing, and this is not like it's going to happen, this is the just look around. PC manufacturers are dropping like flies.
Yeah.
PC manufacturing has frequently, having to compete with build your own stuff, frequently functioned on razor thin edges. Like PC manufacturing is not like the best, most lucrative business to go into. It's one of the reasons we see them fall all over the place. So the last 6 months, the last year, like has just decimated the smaller PC gaming computer creation. Like they're just, again, every day, every week, we're seeing more of them shutter their doors because they just can't survive.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very telling. The ones that are able to, that especially aren't just massive, giant conglomerations that can function at a loss, which is what all the biggest ones are doing now. I mean, dude, there's PC manufacturers, the biggest ones, that are selling some of their computers, their pre-built systems, under their cost, just so they can keep products flowing out of their company.
Yeah.
Like you can buy a pre-built from them cheaper than you can buy the components for.
Yeah, this guy right here is the CEO of Cooler Master. This is their warehouse, and exactly what Ko just said, like they can't move product through their warehouse because no one's buying anything.
No one's buying it.
Yeah. I think they have graphs that show like their overall decline, or they at least talk about it. But it's yeah, that video is a rough watch if you're into the idea of personal computing, and kind of where the industry essentially, the video kind of surmises and says that the industry is heading to like a rent situation where you're like, GeForce Now. That's where everyone, that's where they want it to all end up, and they'd rather, personal computing no longer exist. So yeah, exactly what Zeke said. Take care of your PCs. Yeah, right now, it's rough. I was watching, Zeke, you reminded me, I was watching Evo, maybe it was Friday, and they had an ad play, not like an ad on Twitch, but it was baked into the stream for some RAM manufacturer. I forget which one it was. They were selling a PS5 SSD, and they're like, "Oh, we've got an 8 terabyte PS5 SSD," and everyone in chat was like, "Isn't that like a $3,000 memory stick?"
Yeah.
Like, why are they advertising that to us? What the fuck? Yeah, it was SanDisk. SanDisk it's got a PS5 SSD out there, the NVMe drive or whatever. And they're advertising the 8 terabyte version for, they didn't say the price.
Well, I think it might have something to do with the people who own that now. They're like, what, you can't afford this?
Yeah, maybe.
I shit this much money. Like
Maybe
every
true.
day. Like I wipe my ass with $100 bills.
You might be right. So yeah, that's the rabbit hole that I went down. It was not not a fun one, to say the least. And then I kind of snapped back to reality. And man, did y'all? So after all of that, and after like the Bungie news, and you start to look at PlayStation, some PlayStation executive said that they still want to find a gas game. They still want to find a like game as a service game. And so they're going to continue to invest in those until they find one. And it's just like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here?
Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah. The headline was PlayStation wants to revitalize the market with new live service games.
You pan down, the camera pans down at Sony's foot, and it's just mangled from being shot so many times. And then it pans over, it's like, we got a perfectly good other foot. Let's go. This one is not shot up to shit yet. So let's go.
I think that checks out.
Yeah, that's accurate. It was in a recent interview with Famitsu that was WCCF Tech came out and translated it. The president of Sony Interactive Entertainment, Hideaki Nishino, shared insight about PlayStation strategies for live service titles. He emphasized that Sony believes in live service games have the potential to reach players on a global scale, and the company aims to, quote, revitalize the market through both first-party and third-party content.
Well, that sounds fun.
Do we think that Horizon live service game that they're putting out is gonna? How long is that? A 6-monther?
If even. That may be a failure to launch, man.
You think?
And I don't mean like it's not going to come out. I mean it's going to come out and just I don't think it's going anywhere.
Yeah. Like it looks cool graphically, but I'm not interested in it. It's not a game I want to play, really. Yeah, that's rough. I guess. Yeah. Yep. That's rough. Let me keep scrolling and see what else there was it's been 2 weeks.
Still think
hey,
one of the worst parts
JP,
is the
I
name.
got a
Just
little
saying.
hope left. Can you crush it for me?
Let's hear it. Let's hear the hope.
No, I'm asking you. You're scrolling.
Just saying.
I'm holding on to the littlest thread of hope.
Zeke, I know something. I know something.
Oh, hooray, let's go.
You're
Let's
100%.
go.
You're really excited for. What game do you love, Zeke?
A lot,
Zeke, don't tell him he's going to ruin it. He's going to ruin it for you. Don't tell him.
What game can you not get enough of, Zeke? But it's really not quite the same these days. Like you want to go back and play it, but you want to play the 10-year-old. You want to play like the game from 10 years ago.
Dude.
You're talking to the indie guy with this question? Like,
yeah, I know you love League of Legends, Zeke.
Oh, I do. You're right. League
right. Classic.
Right.
Yes,
is now a thing. Soon to be a thing.
League. Classic. So they just take away most of the heroes or whatever?
Yeah, they're cutting it down. There's going to be 60 heroes. I think they're going to be like season 3.
Cutting it down to 60. That's right.
That's half.
300.
I mean, that's half. Yeah, think about it. Insane amount. But yeah, it's going to be League Classic. Cool. They're supposed to show more at like the MSI event, which is happening right now. So probably right before the finals, they'll unveil whatever this is. But yeah,
well, I'll tell you what, this is enticing me to jump in. To a game I've never jumped in before. I'm gonna jump in on this.
Into League Classic.
Yep,
it's a great time to start. Really, when shit was really completely not balanced, and the game was more infuriating than it was. Most people that have played League in the past 3 to 4 years or that actively play League, I don't think will ever want to touch this once they actually see what it is. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Turn into the MSI finals. July 11th. There you go. That's when you can see what that is. Whew. It's the original distilled toxicity, or maybe undistilled Maybe that was just the raw toxicity.
Raw, exactly.
Yeah, because now it would
I don't
be
know, man.
distilled. Yeah.
If I can make time on a busy schedule from punching myself in the eye, maybe I'll play some League of Legends, because I don't know, they're kind of equal, you know, like as far as like what I want to do.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. You're not wrong.
It's a tough decision, man.
It is true. Hey, that's that space shooter game Wildgate. Did you guys ever play that? I played it for a little bit. It was all right. But I won't ever play it again because they're ending development.
Wow, what a segue, dude. Holy shit.
1 year after launch, Wildgate is ending development after its next update. That's fucking yikes. Fucking yikes. I told you I was in
You
hell.
woke up and chose chaos,
A hell well.
brother.
All right.
Oh, the hell well is
It
real.
was a hell well. What else is there? There was also, jumping back to Riot Games or League of Legends, they have actually upgraded Riot Vanguard. Vanguard is their like anti-cheat thing that runs on a kernel level. So like, you know, that's how you combat cheaters these days. They've actually updated it to where if you have all of the right things set up on your machine, which they kind of list when you go to install it, that Vanguard will only kick in while you're actively playing the game. So it won't run constantly on your machine. It will only run when you boot the game, which is what a lot of people...
But to be clear, it could still run whenever it wants.
Yeah, I guess. Yes.
So
yes.
we'd have to trust Riot to do this properly.
This does involve a trust system, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah. They have a very, and when I say very, they have a very lengthy post on this. 15 pages.
Jesus.
Technical
Damn,
details about why. So if you really want to dive into it, yeah. You can go read 15 pages of the tech details.
Honestly, though, like we joke and stuff, but like, what is our opinion on Riot? Like, we're okay with Riot, aren't we?
Yeah, Riot's fine. Riot they're interesting. So they're like a game incubator. Riot probably has more canceled projects from the people I've talked to there than like any other company. It's pretty wild. So they're a very game dev player focused company, but they're pretty cutthroat about getting the right product out as fast as possible, which seems weird from the outside when you look at the Riot MMO and how long Valorant took and stuff, but they're real judicious about this stuff. They're very business minded over there. So, but there's nothing wrong with that. Like they've constantly and always treated players just fine. And this is from someone who doesn't really play their products.
That's what I was asking. Like, I know they're corporate and I know they're like, you know, I don't trust any corporations or blah, blah, blah. That aside.
Yeah.
As far as like the public opinion and how they treat the players, like I thought they were always, you know, pretty on the level, if a little cold and corporate.
Yes. And that is from everything I've seen, that's exactly right. We have not had a CDPR situation with them where they have like overtly breached players' trust or anything like that. So they've been pretty consistent over the years.
Yeah, most of the controversy
pretty consistent toxicity.
Most of the controversy around Riot and games, a lot has to do with their MTX pricing.
Yeah, their skin pricing.
Yeah, because there's like a $500, maybe there's 2 or 3 $500 skins that you can buy in League, and so a lot of people, you know, don't like that, and say that was kind of the final line for them that they dipped out of it. So, but apart from that,
I think I need explaining to me why a superfluous thing, like a thing you don't need, a thing that doesn't give you any advantage or anything like that, even if they charge like $30,000 for it, like, what do I care? Like, I honestly, like, I'm not trying to be facetious here. I want to know like why that pisses people off.
I'd say the big reason is because when you start having purchases like that, there is
you're saying it's bad precedent.
No, not necessarily. What I'm saying is when you have big purchases like that, there's no question that your game and everything about it needs to incentivize people to buy it. If you're going to have $30,000 purchases, then you need people to be buying that. It's generally not a joke, unless it is a meme or something. So what that means is like take the big, the gotcha game, stuff like that. They need to design things in the game to make people want to buy that stuff. And those purchases are going to bleed into that game's design, whether you like it or not. So you can play the role where it's like, cool, I'm just never going to deal with that. It's like game altering purchases in a single player game, right? I'm just not going to buy them. So I don't care about them, but the game was altered so those purchases would be good to buy. So that means if you don't buy them, then the game itself is now different because those purchases exist to be purchased. So it's that kind of situation. If it's there, if it's purchasable, 99% chance something changed to try to make people want to purchase that thing.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, there's also like FOMO, right? Sometimes they'll time gate it.
Sure.
They'll make it so it's only available in this certain battle pass, and then it becomes
the big thing to me is when I spoke with some really big industry insiders early in my career, like first couple years, this is like Facebook people, and they have on their game dev staff psychologists. It is their job at the game company to figure out how to get players to spend more money on the game. That's their role. They don't do game dev. They don't do any type of design. They're just there to tell the people doing that what to put in the game to make people click more buttons to spend more money. And that is a fundamental role at their game dev company. And their game is built because of those people. So it's you just have to keep in mind that stuff is happening.
Yeah, I mean,
so when you see those big purchases, a lot of times those psychologists are knee deep in those games.
That's across the board in like every industry these days, I would say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a percentage of that versus passion in every company. And it's important for consumers to know what that percentage is.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, that's never a public facing. You'll
That's
never
true.
like see that public facing, but you can get a
we
vibe.
can suss out. Yeah, we can
you can
suss
vibe
out,
check it.
some people that do cosmetic purchases and GGG, or, like there's different approaches. There's different ways. There's track records.
Yeah.
Respect is earned. And that's something that in game dev is even more pertinent.
Yeah. Yeah. Very true.
Just like you were just talking about, about Riot. They've earned that reputation. They've been around for a long time, and we don't really have anything majorly bad to say about them. That's a pretty good rep these days. That's pretty decent. Like, that's a track record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you actually bring up a good question. Like, what makes that $500 skin different from like MTXs in games like, like Warframe or PoE?
For me personally, this is all, first of all, at this point forward, it's all subjective, and everyone's going to have different answers for you because it kind of depends on where their personal morals fall on this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
For me, again, it has more to do with like, what is the cosmetic? Are we talking about something that looks cool, or are we talking about a cosmetic that makes you darker in a PvP game? And, so like you start having to have different conversations. Like, for instance, we just had this big fiasco, or not, for me, it was a little fiasco with the Funcom stuff and their QOL in the cash shop after they said there wasn't going to be any.
Did that get changed, by the way? Was
there
a resolution?
They actually added in the chests. They added the chests in. I got a screenshot from them, and they put the chests in the game. They did it pretty much as well as they could have. But like for instance, that's great. They did that well. But now there's other issues that people are bringing up. Like, for instance, you can purchase a skin for a building on the cash shop that is a smaller footprint than the actual building that you skin. So that is an advantage. You can then you can put more of those items in a smaller area.
Oh.
So it's like, it is just a skin, but like there's a little all of a sudden it's a little more gray. So when you start getting really expensive skins, a lot of times you start seeing that gray area come in more and more. So it really is a case by case basis. Like, it could be fine in some cases. Like, what was it? WoW did some dumb horse mount thing that was like thousands of dollars.
It's $100. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like it was a mount skin. It didn't really do anything else in the game. So people just kind of bought it and kept going, right? And it wasn't that huge of a deal.
Well,
but if that mount would have had like special stuff in it, right? If it would have done like a bunch of extra functionality, different discussion. So
little bit.
It's
yeah, I will say so that mount, which I don't have, and when I actually went back to play, I really would have liked to have, it's an auction house mount. And so you can bring your mount up and you get access to the auction house anywhere in the world.
Oh, so it does that functionality.
It does have functionality, yeah. And
Okay.
it has a
Maybe
mailbox.
Was that why it was such a hubbub?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's why people were so
okay.
upset.
So that's why people were so loud about
there's
it.
a $100 mount that had an auction house and a mail.
I should have used a better example. I'm not a WoW player.
No, that's why I expressed it, just so I could give you the nuance of it.
There are many cases, for instance, where there is like an egregiously high price skin, and there really isn't anything that it adds to the game. It doesn't really do anything different. And those are the stories you hear about where it's just like, oh, they're doing this thing, and then they move on.
Yeah.
Riot does that. They've had crazy expensive skins, like ridiculously expensive. And they do it, and it makes a little thing, and then we all keep moving. So,
Yep. Yeah, that actually, not the biggest article, but there was a Steam game this week that I think is the most expensive game on Steam, and it's $1,000.
Yeah, someone linked that to me.
Yeah, it's $1,000 game on Steam, and all you do is when you purchase it, you walk in and it's got a museum and it lists the name of everyone else that's purchased it, and that's it. It doesn't do anything else.
how much has it made?
I don't know. I don't know how many copies it sold. I don't even know the name of the game. $1,000 Steam game. Let me see.
Oh, you get to draw one thing on the wall too.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Oh, what's the TTP of that? Oh man,
True.
great.
Yeah, it lasts 10 minutes. The game is called Congratulations on Your Purchase.
That's the name of the game.
Yeah.
The name is Congratulations for buying this product.
Congratulations on your purchase. Let me see if I can.
The most expensive game on Steam: a palace, a red carpet, paparazzi, and a wall where you leave your name, visible to every owner who comes after you. 10 minutes. The price is not a mistake. It is the point.
Yep. So there you go.
That game could be a paper on humanity after a year being for sale.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
Published by
That's
Worth
wild.
It Studio.
Worth it. This game probably took them like 3 prompts and 10 minutes to make, from the sounds of it. Yeah.
This was put out
dude.
about a month.
Oof.
A month ago to the day. So
Those guys are gonna be millionaires.
I don't know. Maybe.
No, dude, it reminds me of that like those weird things.
There's
that
2
make
user
people
reviews.
Yeah, there's 2 user reviews. It's they're really short. The user reviews are: the game was okay, I guess. Would not buy again. Lol. And got my name on a plaque. 10 out of 10.
Yep.
No, it reminds me of those weird ideas that got people rich like super fast, or at least earned them a lot of money super fast, like to buy a pixel on the mural thing. It was like $1 per pixel.
We used to just call those crypto
that type of
rug
shit
pulls back in the day. I don't know what happened. Yeah. Time's moving too fast.
Yep. Anyways, if you want to go buy
can you
that,
refund it?
I don't know. I mean,
I would
would
name on the wall and refund it.
I don't know.
Not that anyone would, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you want to try, be my guest.
I do not.
No, and to anyone in my chat,
skeevy. No thanks.
To any smart Alex or fucking assholes in my chat that are saying like, oh, I'm gonna make him a $100-month game. I have said for years that $200 limit, $200 limit on anything I spend. Okay.
No. So easy, man. Sure, that could be one of your 100-month games. You just got to buy it for you. That's it. That's all it is, man. Just
if you buy it for me,
easy.
I'm in. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
Hold on, Zeke. I have a question. What if 5 people band together with 5 100-month subs and tell you to buy that game?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
All
That's
right.
fair.
Nope.
Look, we got.
Hey, listen. I also have no problem telling people this is a Zeke-tatorship, and I will change the rules as I see fit whenever I want.
As they should be. Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yep. All right.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's kind of my hour of downer news. I don't. There's not much else going on.
JP the hour downer.
Yeah, the hour of bleh. I don't think that there's really anything else, chat. This is your forever hold your peace. 30-second warning as I scan through stuff just to see if there is anything else. Cyberpunk Edge Runners 2, kind of game related. That happens tomorrow. The trailer's
Can't wait for
tomorrow.
that.
Yeah.
Can't wait to not want to live any part of life for about a week after finishing it.
They showed all of the characters. Characters look really cool this time around. Looking forward to that. Did I play Star Fox? I did not. I don't think any of us did. I heard that Star Fox is like, I mean, the original, if it is a true remake, it only takes like a couple hours or 3 to beat that game.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So I'm not shocked by that. I heard it was okay. There's a Far Cry TV series in development. FX is doing that. It has some actors attached to it.
Far Cry, that could be cool. Which one do you say?
FX.
Do we have a like which Far Cry?
No, it's just called Far Cry TV.
See, the weird thing is like there's lots of different Far Cries.
There is.
And they all, like, some are good and some are not so good. So I wonder which one they're going to pick. They do have to kind of pick one or a new one. Maybe they'll just do a new one. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lizzie Kaplan and
I
Rob.
hope it's the Montana one.
Rob Mack are attached to that.
That one could be good.
From
Dude, think if they
Always
could
Sunny.
get the actual Voss actor to do Voss. Holy shit, I'd watch that. You kidding me?
Be kind of
man.
cool.
It'd be amazing.
Be kind of cool. Anything else, chat? Oh, my chat's saying it's a new story.
Okay.
It's an anthology, new stories, not the games.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And speaking of, like, I don't know much about the Far Cry like lore or anything, but are they in the same universe? Do they affect each other? Do they talk about other games in their games?
They don't really affect each other, but I'm pretty sure they're all in the same universe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's kind of like Final Fantasy, where it's like, maybe Final Fantasy is not the best example. What's a better example? It's all the same world, just different times and places.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. Except Blood Dragon.
Yes.
Which is arguably and probably objectively the best Far Cry.
Yeah, that was just Far Cry on shrooms. That was a totally different experience. That was in our world, but on drugs.
Far Cry on shrooms. All right. Yeah, I'm kind of scanning the chats. I don't see anything else. I think we can jump into what we've been playing, which is
Evo. We can do. I mean, just briefly say like,
yeah,
Evo's
happening.
cool. It's happening.
It's happening. Yeah, the finals are today.
I just watched the Guilty Gear right before the show was up. I watched the Guilty Gear finals.
Cool.
And though I don't know a lot about esports, I do like watching. Same with sports. Like if sports are on the screen, I'll watch it. If esports are on the screen, I'll watch them too. It's fun to watch.
I agree.
Any news on Richard Garriott getting Ultima back? No, I heard about that. I think I don't people were saying like that could mean a return of Ultima. I don't know, man. Like it's been a really long time. I don't think he's announced that he's getting it back to make a new Ultima. So I don't know. We'll see though. We'll see.
Yeah.
It's gonna be wild. But they are being kind of weirdly coy about it. Which leads me to believe that it's not an Ultima. It's not right now. It's not an Ultima like new thing. We'll have to see. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there is some PlayStation's like deleting more than 550 movies from PSN, which I think is also affecting people that have bought that. So it's going to be removed from customers' accounts. I think that's in September. That kind of took up a bunch of news yesterday. I don't know anything about it though, apart from just the headline. So,
oh, am I stuttering? Yeah, there's something between me and JP.
yeah,
That's weird.
yeah,
I'm fine on my side. He's fine on his side, and there's nothing we can do.
I don't know.
Zoom being Zoom.
It's true.
Or whatever we use.
We're zooming.
We're
Yeah, I think that's it. Let's dive into what else we've been playing. Not too many big releases out here in the back half of June. July has a couple of things. Zeke's been lost in demo hell or heaven, depending on, I guess, how you look at it. In terms of what I've played, I could just rattle it off real quick if you guys want me to talk about something I can. Did a sponsor stream for Last Caretaker. I think you both played that game.
Oh, hell yeah.
That game is really good. It's not 1.0 yet. And also that game might not ever be played by me again because I got off the first area and then it becomes Subnautica. It is like I was sailing the seas and I was like, I'm going to go turn the lights off because the lights look pretty in the middle of the night. So I turned the lights off on my boat and then the aliens attacked from the sea. So,
JP was out from that point on.
All these things swarmed my boat, and it was bad. It was really bad, but it was really cool as well. I enjoyed like you start off in that game and on like this, I guess in this building, this floating building, and you can kind of just take everything and break it apart. And there was something that was really cool about like grabbing everything in the room and throwing it onto the boat because I knew that eventually I was going to disassemble it when I got onto the boat and left. But I was just walking around the place, picking up every chair, every robot body, every like scrap metal, and just chunking it into the middle of the
Yep, feels good, doesn't it? Very prey.
Feels really good. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I don't know when they are planning on 1.0. This was the sponsor stream for me was for 0.5, which is New Horizons. I never got to that content, but there is a whale apparently called Project Jonah, and I think you get eaten by it or something. There is Project Eden where you get to see like the Earth start to like regrow. And they added a bunch of other things, new items, and all that stuff. But yeah, the game's pretty cool. And I knew that both of you have played it and spoke highly of it on this show. So that's actually why I agreed to do the sponsor. Awesome. But yeah, they've gotten a lot of updates since launch, which is I think when both of you played it. They're on 0.5 now, or update 05 called New Horizons, with everyone being kind of a meaningful update. So I played that. I finally went and played Stellar Blade. Finished it. It's done.
Hey, how'd you like it?
It's fine. Yeah, that game's good. I like 8 out of 10 for me. Maybe an 8.5 if we can give half points. I did all the side quests. I played it on normal, which is what was available at the launch. You can play on hard mode. Right from the get-go, but that's essentially New Game Plus, and so I didn't want to like grind it out, is what chat was basically saying. So I played on normal, aka as I was told by chat would be fine. Then by the end of it, as I was kind of like one-shotting 90% of the bosses, they were like, "Oh, you're playing on journalist difficulty." You should put on hard mode, man. You're just blowing. I took a lot of time on that game, man. What do you do? And so got to deal with all that, but finished all the side quests, put about 30 hours into it, got the like extra.
Oh, you did do all the side quests and everything.
I did, yeah.
Oh yeah.
They were cool. They were good. Side quests better than the main story, I guess. And yeah, I kind of forgot to mention it, but I played the whole game with an eye tracker on. Which chat was also like, why isn't he staring at her ass? Why is he?
Well, that's the point of the eye tracker.
Why is he not looking at?
We all get to see you staring at her butt.
Why is he not looking at her butt? Because I'm playing the fucking game, man. Like, you gotta,
obviously not properly, JP.
Yeah,
you can work on that next time.
Focus on everything that's going on in the game. It's not an easy game, but you know. I didn't get all the outfits. I didn't do all the fishing either. Code, did you do all the fishing in that?
I think I did a good amount of it. I think there were definitely still some fish I needed to catch by the end of it, though.
Okay, there's a lot of fishing.
The fishing's pretty developed. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, and you can also like change. There's options for it. What you can like make it easier or harder. But yeah. Stellar Blade's still a good game, and it's also on sale. Of course, it's on sale my dumbass was like, I'm gonna play this next week, not counting that the Steam Summer Sale is gonna come in and then it's on sale now. So, Zeke, you finished Stellar Blade as well, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Did you were you playing on normal difficulty or were you doing the one below that? Do you remember?
I think I played on normal.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
All right. Yeah. It was fine. It was good difficulty, good fun.
If I got through it, then it's not super difficult.
Yeah. You say the playtime's longer without eye tracker? Maybe.
I doubt it.
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah. Perhaps.
Maybe if you concern yourself with where your eyes are and you have that in the back of your head, it might add a little bit of time. But I mean, even if you play it without eye tracker, you're still, looking at stuff.
Yeah. True. The PC version does run very well. I would say that's the preferred version.
Sure.
Across the board. So yeah, where did we settle on Stellar Blade 2? Are we wanting them to, because that's been like I got a lot of that conversation while I was playing of like, character is too young looking. Oh no, that's just how it is in that culture. You gotta like, I had that for 30 hours. Did you guys settle anywhere on your own take on Stellar Blade 2?
So I've talked about it a little bit more, and what it comes down to with me is everyone has different opinions on that stuff, and more importantly, everyone's in different phases of their life.
Sure.
And I think it's fine that there's some of us that are older and we look at the main character of Stellar Blade 2 and we say, you know what? The choice that these devs made, which was clearly to make her look very young, is younger than I feel comfortable sexualizing. Not saying it's illegal, not saying it's dirty. It's just, I am not at a stage in my life where girls that young are something that look that young are something I sexualize in my brain. Ask me when I'm 20, probably would have been different. But it's just like, for me, I don't think they need to change anything. I don't think people ask me like, do you want the devs to do? No, the devs should do whatever they want. It's their game. Am I going to play it? Probably not. She looks like my friend's daughters at the pool. Like, I don't want to see slow-mos of her butt. It's just not right now. Right. She had like 5 or 6 years, maybe 7 or 8, maybe more, like that's different. But, you can tell the developers intentionally did multiple things from Stellar Blade 1 to Stellar Blade 2 to reduce the age of the character. And they did that to a point to where she looks too young to me, for me to want to have the same experience I did with the lady in 1. So that's where I sit with it, man. But I'm certainly not on some warpath saying that, oh, she's too young, you need to change her. Because people are right. There are Korean women that look that young. There are people in every race that look that young. Some people have larger cheeks and rounder faces. It happens. And it's not like those people aren't doing anything wrong. So it's eye of the beholder stuff, man. It's eye of the beholder, and people are treating their perspectives as fact and yelling at everyone else because their opinions and facts and perspectives are wrong. It's just where we are.
Now, when the question or the conversation was posed to me, and whenever something like that happens, like the 500-year-old dragon, like bullshit, like that kind of stuff, I honestly back the fuck out and I shut the fuck down. I just don't want to have that conversation. I don't want to talk about it in my chat. It's not important to me. So it's just like, oh, she's going to be the next main character. I'm like, and I honestly just go, okay, what are we playing next?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. I'm kind of similar, but I'm also with Co. Like, it is where's the line for you? And they definitely, I mean, the first thing, you can go back and watch the reveal. I was like, that, I don't like the way she looks.
Dude, my response got put in one of those videos of the people that were saying like, all these dumb streamers thinking, like, I got put in a video with Maximilian dude and all that. And funny enough, when somebody linked me that, they linked it to the part in the video where the guy was watching me. And I watched my reaction for the first time, and I heard the guy talking about me, and I was sitting there not reacting to her. I'd be like, oh man, she looks young. Like, I was just saying what I was seeing, right? And he was like, look at this person not understanding culture. He's so uncultured. He doesn't understand. Like, it's such a baby, a streamer baby. And I'm just like, is that what I said?
That's internet today. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Yikes.
But yeah, there are, I swear, there are some people who, if you say the main character of Stellar Blade 2 looks young, they are ready with a PowerPoint presentation to tell you the history of looks and different cultures and what's acceptable and why you're wrong and why you should think she's sexy even if you don't. And let's sit down and talk about it until you think she's hot. And it's just like, bro.
I got put through those seminars like 4 times through my playthrough of Stellar Blade 1.
Slow down, dude.
Yeah.
It's you do not need to convince me someone else is attractive. That is okay. Like, you do not.
Also, great example here. I'm looking right at the ladder, guys. I'm focused on the ladder.
Oh, I abused every camera angle when I was playing that game. Like, no question.
I love the fact that if you
was like,
if
all
you
right,
try-
we got a shimmying section. Those are the best sections in the game. Let's go. And I gave the chat exactly what they wanted.
Oh my, well, chat got what they wanted, but I stayed true. Okay.
Yeah.
The arrow pointed north the entire time. So, Stellar Blade's a good game.
Wow.
I also did y'all do the optional bosses in the boss rush mode? Because there was 2 DLC characters, Man, MANN. You can fight him, and then there's also a character from the dev team's other game, who I'm blanking on. Is it Nikke? Yeah, the Scarlet, the Nikke boss. She was really cool. I did not fight her on hard. Apparently on hard, she's like absolutely insane. But on normal, she was fine. She wasn't, I think it was like a 2-fer. So, yep, that's Stellar Blade. That game was good. Sand? Any of you guys play Sand?
No, but I saw
I played
that it
the
had,
early like alpha build of it, and it was so glitchy. I was just like, this is fucking
really?
not ready for public consumption. But that was a while ago.
Yeah.
So apparently it pivoted more than a couple times in terms of what it is and what it offered. But all I know is that they were the publisher was talking about how they reached like 30,000 concurrent players.
It's doing
like,
well.
Good for them, man. Like that sounds good. That's kind of all I know about it, but it sounds good. Did you play it?
I did, and I don't know if it like.
That's an interesting. Yeah.
Well, it's a strange game for me.
Did you eat the gas station sandwich? I did.
I played Sand, okay, and I enjoyed / understood the premise for what the game is. It's essentially Sea of Thieves in a desert with more emphasis on PvP. It's kind of how I look at it. Which is like kind of what I want, right? Like that
sounds pretty cool.
That sounds cool. It's also an extraction game.
All right.
Which is a little bit weird. The servers are structured in a lot of ways like an Arc Raiders or a Marathon, right? There's 2 modes. There's one mode which is a 2-hour battle royale, and then there's another mode which is kind of a endless mode where you can go around the different camps on the map and then extract and then use those resources to increase your character, yada, yada, yada. But there's also other, with both PvE on the map and PvP on the map with other players. Progression system seems really, 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 really deep and really, really cool. I loved how, like, this right here is me driving, right? And driving is not, I wouldn't say it's the easiest. It's not hard, but it functions like, you guys remember Wild Wild West with Will Smith, that giant spider? That's essentially what I'm driving right now. And it has player customization to where you can build these things to however you want. Like it has a full-on way to build that and customize them for however many crew sizes you want as well. I think ranging from 1 to 3, and then once you hit 4 people, you get put into servers with maximum of 6. And there's kind of an imbalance there because like 4 people on a thing can pilot it and operate 3 turrets, but 6 people on a thing can have 1 pilot and 5 turrets, all firing at the same time. So kind of an imbalance there as well. You can put different things in the engine to make you speed up so you can catch up to other ships, other land walkers or whatever you want to call them. I forget the name of the game, what they use in game. But it's got like different things to do, right? It's got cool things like that. The way that you spot other ships is when your engine is turned on, you have a giant smokestack that billows smoke.
That's cool.
And so you look out into the horizon and you can see other like smokestacks behind mountains and stuff as they're moving. And that's how you spot people with like binoculars. So all that said, and even me talking about it is like, man, I really want to play more of it. It's such a cool like framework and the way that it's all set up, and you go and loot things and you bring them back to your base, and you can attach different turrets and all this stuff with different types of ammo, and there's rarities to all the gun. So you can get like a sniper rifle that's like a blue sniper rifle, or you can get a legendary sniper rifle. It's got all that stuff, right? That being said, the game's a little buggy, and it has a lot of bugs in it that are like not good / game breaking. Perfect example is yesterday we got into a fight. We had 5 of us on our ship. We were fighting another ship and we downed their ship. And the first thing that happens is when I go to board their ship, my buddy is behind me on the ladder. I walk up the ladder just fine. He walks up the ladder, gets to the top, gets stuck, can't move. And we end up losing him in that fight. He dies because he's stuck on the ladder and he can't move. About 5 or 10 minutes later, I go back down a ladder myself. I get stuck. I die because I can't move. So at that point, I was like, no, it's not 1.0. And that's where I'm kind of like, I love everything about the game premise and how it's structured and all that. They just need to like fix the issues. And I'll definitely be there at 1.0 because it is like everything I wanted from Sea of Thieves in terms of the combat and the PvP. But the bugs are just like really rough. And there's a lot more jank than that. That was just kind of the one that I encountered that was left a really bad taste in my mouth. This is like really, let me get to some actual combat here so you guys can see what it's like. This is us looting a place. The fights are pretty frantic. Okay, here we go. So this is an extraction thing. I'll just kind of like cast this. This tower here is an extraction, so someone has to get off of the ship, run over to it, call it. And in this instance, we saw someone behind us, but we didn't know if they were going to another point of interest on the map or if they were trying to extract. So I got out to go and call the extract. You get to the top of the tower. I get up here and you'll notice I kind of struggle with the ladder as well. I get to the top of the tower and realize that they've now engaged in combat with our ship. So my ship, which is right there, is going straight by. They're shooting turrets back at the other walker, the enemy walker behind us, which is that. And they're going faster. You can see how slow our ship is, but they're quite fast because they've used the like speed boost tech. But yeah, this is cool. I like this type of stuff. I think that this type of gameplay is, you look at like Arc Raiders and extraction games and it's like an FPS. I think this is kind of the evolution of that, where there's a lot more at stake, where you have this ship and you can repair the ship as it's getting damaged, and like you can target and shoot the legs like they just did, and they broke our back legs so we couldn't move. So then they just start like pivoting around us and absolutely blow up our ship. When you lose your ship, you can still function and walk around as just a dude. So you can still essentially approach their ship, and if you're good enough, take it over, and then you take their ship and continue on in the game. So there's a lot of like things in it that are cool. It just has to fix the bugs. Like the bugs are too game breaking for me right now. And I was really surprised, and maybe it speaks to the amount of games or the games that are out right now, the new games that are out for streamers to play. But like Summit and XQC and like Peanut and all those guys are playing this game like 10 plus hours a day. And I don't know how they're getting by with the bugs, because we played it for 4 and we got in a shit ton of bugs. So I don't know if they're just grin and bearing it and because there's not much else out or what. But yeah, I didn't have the best experience, but I enjoyed the premise of it. And whenever it hits 1.0, I'll probably check it out some more. Yeah,
and the game is just called Sand?
Yeah, it's called Sand Raiders of Sophie. Sophie. Sophie is the planet that you're on. So you're Raiders of the planet, that type of deal. Yeah. Okay. But it's cool.
Now, can you like if you see another mech approaching you, can you have like, I don't know, like someone who's like assassin-y and just like jump off your ship, go to theirs, kill everyone on the ship and take it over?
There's not, you can't stealth. There's no like invisibility that I know of. Maybe in the tech tree there is. But I guess if you're good enough, yeah, you could probably go take it over. They respawn, so you have to, this is actually that encounter that's kind of awkward. On this ship, and we didn't see, there's my friend stuck in the ladder. That's my friend stuck in the ladder. Yeah,
the air swim. God damn.
So there's like there's a captain's quarter. And in order to stop people from spawning anymore, you have to go to the captain's quarter and break it open with like a bomb. And then you destroy the captain's quarter, and then they can no longer spawn. But if that stays locked / unopened, they can just kind of spawn indefinitely, which is what happened here. Like we killed them like 4 or 5 times. We didn't know how to get in there. We didn't bring any bombs. So to answer your question, yeah, you probably could, but you have to be really good at the game in order to like go and take it over. But yeah, there's the community's also kind of done what a community will do, and you get flares. Everyone gets flares, but there's different colored flares. And so if someone shoots up a green flare, that typically means that they're trying to be friendly. And if someone shoots up a red flare, that typically means that they're trying to be, you know, they're going to shoot you if you get any closer. Yeah. But of course, being humans, you could shoot up a green flare, say you're friendly, get right next to the guy, and then just start blowing people up. So it's kind of cool. Like it's kind of cool that there's that stuff. The tech tree, I don't know if I show it ever. Yeah, here's the tech tree. This goes over like 4 or 5 pages. There's 3 different trees, and there's, I think, like 4 of these pages here. And that takes a lot. Like you have to get like 1,000 coins per upgrade plus some other rare stuff. And we, in our 4 hours, like extracted twice, and I don't even think we had any coins in those maps. So you really have to focus a lot on that stuff. And I didn't. So maybe that's what a lot of the streamers are grinding for right now, because the upgrades are obviously pretty meaningful. And it has like a ship builder too, so you can use the stock ship builders, but that puts like your reactor pretty vulnerable on the outside, so they just shoot your reactor and it's very easy to do, and then you die. So a lot of people are like hiding that in the center and building around it with walls and all that type of stuff. Yeah, it does have proximity chat. And they also, I think, just put out a roadmap this morning. So if they get those bugs ironed out, it could be really, I think it could be really, really cool and really big.
Cool, man.
So like Co said, they have been doing well in the world of sales, and they definitely have streamers helping them out with that. It's breaking like 100,000 viewers every single day. So that is Sand, and I think that's it. Oh, and then I started playing RuneScape Dragonwilds yesterday, but I only have 3 or 4 hours into that. Did you play that, Co?
I did. I played it. I did a sponsor stream for it a long time ago, and it felt like a decent survival game, but it hadn't really found its voice. It wasn't really doing anything to kind of like separate itself. But this was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, how is it now? How are you feeling about it?
So they just had a big update on it 5 days ago. Entire news zone. It's called the Umbral Sands. Is the latest update. I haven't seen any of that yet. I think it's an entire new map, like desert focused and whatnot.
Oh wow!
And then I want to say 1.0 is September this year, so they're close to 1.0.
So this is interesting. I heard their 1.0 is their console release.
Yes,
but a lot of the features they said were going to be in 1.0 are not going to be in this release, and they're saying they're going to keep working on them.
Oh,
you heard anything about that?
I have not.
Because like I originally was like, oh cool, I'm gonna play when it comes out in 1.0 later this year, and then a ton of people in my chat were like, it's not gonna be done. Like you need to let it keep cooking. So I don't know which is the I don't know which one is the right one for that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. The roadmap.
Yeah, apparently they're releasing like between Enshrouded and Valheim.
Yeah, like all the
very
fucking
ballsy
big games.
for that,
All the big
yeah.
games are releasing at the same time this year.
Oh my lord, that's gonna be
Big survival games.
Thank God Enshrouded and Val. I don't know if Enshrouded and Valheim talked, but thank you guys so much. We have like a solid night, like what, 60 days between both of them, 45 days. So that's great.
Yeah, Power World's next week as well. 1.0 is next week, or maybe 10 days from now.
Yeah,
but that's hitting 1.0. But yeah, I mean, I guess without knowing the concerns or issues that you had when the game came out, when you played it initially, it
wasn't even concerns or issues. It was just it felt like a pretty normal survival game. Like, did you do anything in this when you played that made you feel like, oh, this is new, this is different?
A lot of people were asking like, how do you like the game, blah blah blah, and the best I could, at least with the 3 or 4 hours that I played, and I'm gonna play more today and probably tomorrow. It's very much a survival game in the with the IP of RuneScape wrapped around it. So did they have like levels on everything when you played?
I don't remember.
So like everything has a level 1 to 99. And as you progress down that thing, whether it's crafting or fighting or building or cooking or whatever, you increase your level. And then at certain thresholds, they're kind of different for every single one, you unlock like a new thing. And so like at level 5, I'm kind of just making this up, but level 5, you unlock air magic. At level 20, you unlock fire magic. At level 10, you unlock water magic, which I think is newest in this update. And so that's all in the different type of like structured skill system. And it goes all the way to 99 right now. I don't think all of the skills are in the game, but they're getting there. And then they also have a lot of magic in the game, which I think was in what you played, where you could use like, yeah, you can grab an axe and like go chop down a tree, but you can also use a magical axe, which has a cooldown on it to chop down multiple trees at the same time. Or you can like speed up a smelter by casting like fire on it. Or there's like a slow fall ability, and these all have multiple cooldowns on them, on all of these different spells, but there's a lot of different spells that do a lot of different things like that. So it's very much like a RuneScape survival game. Combat was pretty fun. I was playing like the wizard class. Zeke, I think you would probably enjoy this. It's kind of got like, it has a main quest line. The story's not finished yet. It will be in September. But it's easy enough to just like, go talk to the NPC, blah, blah, blah. He tells you to go kill some stuff, et cetera, then you go and do that. The building is kind of, at least right now, light. It seems to be a big focus on crafting. Like crafting is the most important thing at the moment that I've seen. I don't know if that's going to change. Magic kind of works a little bit interesting. I guess you could see right there, I have 442 air magics. That's a resource that you have to go and farm and then craft it into that type of rune.
You farm air magics?
Yeah, you farm runes.
I remember that. Yeah.
And there's like, God, I don't even know. There's a bunch of different runes. As you unlock the different magic skill, as you progress down the magic skill tech tree, you unlock like more combos and different types of magic spells. So like you have a right click, which does a big knockback. You have a left click that eventually, I think it has a 4-hit combo to it. At the start, maybe you have like 2 or 3. But yeah, the UI is fine. Like I enjoyed it. I'm excited to go back to it today. I only spent 3 hours with it. I haven't played any of the big new update stuff that they put in. The biggest thing for me, the reason that I jumped into it was because they're not wiping at 1.0.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so that, and I think, chat, you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong here. The characters can go from server to server. It's like Terraria, where your character with its levels can go from server to server. It doesn't obviously bring your server and merge it with another server. So if you want to go like to your house, then you have to load in your server. But you can bring your character over there with all the like advances. So
cool.
Yeah, because there's no wipe, that's why I decided to dive in. Because I don't mind like, if I had to like grind a character out, because it is, I could see how there is probably a grind to this to get certain
it's RuneScape,
things.
Man.
It's RuneScape, yeah. That's kind of in its nature. And I was going to lose all that. I probably would have waited till September. But yeah, there's things to find and all the different treasure chests, and combat was cool. There's bosses in the game. I haven't encountered any of them yet. I'm still in like the first area, which I think this is where I get a little hazy. I think there's 3 maps now, with the newest one just releasing, which is the desert. There's in-game mounts as well. I haven't seen them. I just know they exist. But yeah, it's cool. There's a big roadmap. I think it's also on sale right now because the Steam sale. Yeah, it's 30% off, so it's $21. Usually it's what is that? Yeah, usually it's 30. So yeah, it'll fill my time for the next week and a half till Power World comes out. So that's what I'm going to jump into. So I'll probably have more to report next week on how all that stuff works. But Zeke, I do think you would like this because it is kind of Valheim-y. It is a little grindy, though. Maybe you won't like that. There are server settings.
So maybe most survival games have that element to them for sure.
Yeah. So that's RuneScape Dragonwilds, and I think that's kind of everything I've been playing. Talked about, we played Meccha Chameleon, but we didn't talk about it. Zeke, I think you went back for seconds on Meccha Chameleon, right? You played.
Yeah, I did. I played a little bit with Gassy and his friend group.
His cadre, yeah.
Yeah.
Was that pre-update? Was there any new updates when he played?
Yes, the block update had happened. The block person.
What is that?
Not the mimic one.
Okay.
You could be like a Minecraft looking character rather than like rounded edges. Yeah.
Oh, great for the Minecraft map. Oh,
yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. That's I think that's kind of the idea is that sometimes round doesn't fit in so well with like things that are pixelated, like the Minecraft one or other mod maps. So I think that's why they put that in there for sure.
Got it. Did you have any just as much fun as when we played?
You know, I don't want to say anything bad about anybody, but like when we played, it was more about like it was different like MOs for the different crews. Like the first crew we started with was like about blending in and making like the fun/funniest shit you could make, and not trying to like win the game or anything.
Yeah.
But when I was with that crew, we did a lot of the samey kind of rooms. Like this was pretty funny. This was bent over and there was a little beehole drawn on his butt there.
Oh, okay.
But we did a lot of the back rooms because I think one of the people in the crew was like promised they'd only do backroom games or something. So we did like 5 or 6 backroom maps.
Oh.
And I was just like, okay.
Okay.
You know, I was happy to be along for the ride.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of experimental maps out there that are just not great for this because they're so fucking big.
Yeah.
Like this map was fine. This map was pretty confined and you could do a lot of cool stuff in it. But there was a couple maps that we did that were just like massive and way too big to make it fun.
Got it.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think honestly, like it's not the crew choice, it's the map choice that really kind of makes that game like it's half of it is map choice and half of it is the people you play with.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the like a lot of people play this game through the public servers. And the public servers are a completely different experience, obviously, than like a private server. But they're fine still. Like I think different is the best way. It's truly different instead of bad. Those are not interchangeable terms in this regard. It's just a different experience. Like the people that are hunting are literally just holding down the shoot button and walking around and shooting everything. But you're still hiding, right? Like people are still really good at hiding in this.
Chernobyl says, are we trashing this game? No, this game's amazing.
Yeah,
we're just talking about different ways to play it. No, we're the opposite.
We had a great time playing it. I would actually
had a phenomenal
play it
time.
again, especially with the updates that they're putting in.
I'll play it again with you guys if you ever want to.
Yeah, it's
the whole art that the museum one was just like bar none my favorite map and seeing people try and like put themselves into like famous artworks and stuff and try and blend in as best they can. That shit was awesome.
Dude, the little face, I don't remember who it was, but that little
Probably
face that girl drew, oh, she was so good. That was so good.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Faye is very
oh my God, that was so good.
In our group they call it the whimsy painters.
Girls got the whimsy.
Yeah, they do whimsy painting. There's also we played with, or I was watching, I think they were playing it was like in that Discord, but they weren't streaming it, and Manda was drawing. And Manda's an artist, like by trade, professionally, and that is just unfair. Like it was just absolutely.
Has anyone
unfair.
played with Julia yet?
No,
I want to make.
We should play.
I
want
to make the prep rounds 30 minutes. I want to give her. I want to give her a 20-minute head start. We all start our streams at 10 minutes till.
Oh God.
And then like we all. It's just all of us versus Julia.
Jesus.
We'd never find her.
Yeah, I don't know if Julia's played, to be honest. That would be a lot of it would. I think that would actually. I want to see that. I want to see a artist lobby.
Yeah.
To see how much
super
better
cool.
they are, because the game has the ability to like hook up a drawing tablet to it. Like it can take.
Oh,
that
and
input.
I like this idea from chat. And you can't shoot unless you have a confirmed target.
Yeah.
So you can't shoot unless you know someone's there.
I hope they do that as like a setting in the game.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb if you
be...
find someone by accident.
Yeah.
That seems like that kind of counters the whole point of the game.
Yeah, I tuned into a bunch of different streams and some of
limited
those,
ammo. That's a good one. I like that. Limited
some
ammo.
of those streams
and when you're done, you're
holding
out.
it down.
Yep.
It was annoying.
That's a great
as
idea.
fuck. They're just constantly shooting.
Yeah, dude, that
nonstop.
seems dumb. That's completely goes against like the fun of the game.
Yeah.
Like imagine somebody spends 20 minutes doing some amazing artwork and then some guy just accidentally beans him from across the map with a lucky shot.
Yeah.
That sucks.
This is one of those games that you want to play with people who don't want to win. Winning is not the main goal.
That's why it was so fun to play with Strip and his crew.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't even try to win. They would just do funny Homer shit and put Maggie in the crib and stuff. Like that was great. That was great.
Yeah. Yeah. Gmart was really good at that too. That was like,
they should come up with a name
fun
for these, like Buddy Junk or something. I don't know. It'd be
Well, and sometimes like you get the person who's like they hide, like I don't want to call anybody out, but they hide in a really
Max
hard to get to spot, and it's completely dark, and there's absolutely no way to see them, and you're just like, dude, you're not. This isn't the spirit of the game. To try and make yourself look like the environment.
No,
but be somewhere obvious.
The point of the game is to hide, get better eyes, and get good. Like, come on, man. That's
shut
ridiculous.
I go
Shut
both
up.
ways. I go both ways. You
No,
know,
I'm kidding. That
it
actually
really
makes a lot of sense. You're right. You're right. I mean, they didn't give you all those paint things, so you could just paint yourself one color and hide in a corner.
Yeah.
Like that's a very.
But
that's
also like down to level selection. Like if the level
Yes,
provides
true.
that shit, I don't want to do that level anymore.
Sure.
It makes a lot of sense.
I wonder.
It's like you said earlier. It's the difference between playing to win and playing to have fun.
I'm actually gonna go
Yeah.
look at
And
the
then-
workshop. How many levels?
Well, this is me trying to be peanuts nuts.
Oh Jesus. Oh wow. I'm just looking at the. So it's been a week since we've played, and I went to the workshop to like look at the levels, and the entire first page of most popular. I've never seen any of these levels. No, we've played the market. I've seen the market and the art gallery, and that's it. Everything else is like brand new. So,
Wow.
yeah, if we let this cook like even another week or whatever, there's just going to add so many new maps. That's so cool. I love the fact that there's player generated maps or there's a workshop for it. It's just like endless amounts of content with that. And if they keep updating it, you know, I could see them honestly doubling their the 10 million. Like it's just going to continue to sell. 200,000 people right now playing it.
Wow.
On Steam.
200,000 people playing it right now.
10 million purchases, man.
10 million.
God
purchases.
damn.
Yeah,
Lots of art streamers are enjoying it. I bet, man. I bet you, like, for a lot of people, it's one of the first art games they've been able to stream, like, as full-time artists. Like, that's super cool, man.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Oh wait, it has. I didn't even realize it has matchmaking.
Oh,
Is it matchmaking? Oh no, they're just saying
It's
you
kinda
can
fun.
host the server. Okay, never mind. There's no matchmaking, but it does have like the server browser and all that stuff. So, is it on mobile yet? Ooh, they should be probably porting it to mobile. If not, this would be pretty good on mobile. That would be pretty good.
that'd be a lot of fun on
Yeah, it's
mobile.
pretty basic.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's Meccha Chameleon. Zeke, how
Yeah,
do you?
if you look forward in the VOD, I don't know if you can find it, but no, yeah, I'm still on this map.
Yeah.
But a funny thing happens on this map when they start searching for us. It's just it's a little moment in the long VOD, but there was someone came over to me like they were trying to escape, and they shot the person right next to me, and the blood splatter of the other characters does not splatter
Yes.
onto you. So it totally gave away my fucking position because the blood splatter landed on the peanut behind me,
Yep.
but it didn't land on me. So like the blood splatter was behind me, and I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that happened after you left last Sunday. Zeke, I shot someone who like did poorly or
Yeah.
artist poorly. And then the person behind them who artist very well had all the paint.
Yeah,
given
yeah,
away.
yeah.
It really sucks. Yes, they should patch that. I agree.
That's
Anyways,
fun.
that's Meccha Chameleon. I'm sure by next week they'll have 15 million sold or some crazy stuff. I mentioned it a couple times when I was talking about Stellar Blade, but for you guys, any big things that you've been telling your audiences about on the summer sale? Any big sales for y'all you noticed?
I funny enough have been back in a space game that I've been wanting to play for a while, and it's one of those games that like it's got a lot of extra content, so it can be kind of expensive, and it's on sale now, and
Ooh.
it's a pretty good deal.
I saw you playing
It's a game
X4.
called X4.
Yeah. You got a flight.
Very, very fun game.
Now when you say in, you went and got a flight stick. I think that's a little
I
bit
did.
more than in.
Yes, I played. I have 3 flight sticks now. I played the
Wait,
I played,
what does that
I
mean?
just dipped my toe. Nothing. I just dipped my toe in to see if I would like it, and it's been a few streams. So it's going good. It's going
4
well.
flight sticks in the past week.
Three.
3 flight sticks in the past week.
and they're very different. Okay.
How are they different?
Well,
this sounds
first
like
of all,
this sounds like me with fight sticks, not flight sticks.
so the layouts are totally different. The rates at which you can use them are different. Ergonomically, they're very different. So Yeah. What I did is I had a pair or I had a flight stick from a long time ago and it wasn't working properly. They can be notoriously difficult to set up. So I ordered a thing called an X56 and I got that. And unfortunately it had some pretty serious problems. I do not recommend Logitech X56. There's some production issues with it. Specifically, they use a type of grease in the throttle that hardens over time. And it makes it so it becomes exceptionally hard to move it back and forth. It's terrible.
All right.
So like I thought I was like as a new HOTAS user, I was like, how does anyone ever use these? This is terrible. Like I was really confused. And then so after that, I decided, okay, I'm gonna like do it serious. So I ordered this. Hold on, I still have the page up. I ordered this set from KB Sims, and I have a Gladiator NXT set coming. And this one looks really good. Apparently this is one of the most ergonomic sets. And also the throttle is like, it's a very ergonomically set. So all the buttons are like right where your hand is, which I really, really like. Yeah, but it's been awesome, man. The X series, Egosoft in general is one of those companies that always bites off more than they can chew. And I kind of respect them for it, but it means that their products are always a little janky. But I mean, this is essentially a game where when you start it up, it's a giant multi-hundred sector space sandbox. It spawns like a unique seeded economy for all the different sides. And then it just goes, this giant economic military simulation. And you can do whatever you want inside of it. You can build space stations, you can run mining operations, you can do missions, there's quest lines, you can join a faction, destroy another faction, you can claim the whole galaxy, you can just set up your own little things. You can like, it's one of the best space sandboxes available, to the point where there is no single product I would compare X4 to.
Huh.
I kid you not. There's no space game like X4. It's nothing like Star Citizen. It's nothing like No Man's Sky. It's nothing like Freelancer. Like it's a completely different beast. And it's awesome. It's fantastic. So if you can, it's got a bit of a learning curve. It is
sure.
X4, funny enough, is the easiest to do, and it's still got a really big learning curve, but it has some pretty thorough tutorials you can do. And also very cool, it has a thriving community, like a Reddit in particular. I see people like put up big pages of questions on that Reddit all the time, and you'll see like a bunch of people respond to them with like suggestions and answers and stuff, which is really handy. But it's a fantastically cool game. And it's important to mention, you generally start in one small ship. And by the end of the game, you can have not only hundreds of ships, but tons of space stations. And you can have a carrier that is now your ship that carries up to 100 of the ships you've started the game in. And is literally like a super star destroyer size compared. You could just fly circles around your carrier in your little ship if you want to. And whenever you have battles, it's literally RTS style. So you can go to like a galaxy interface, and all the ships you've built, you can put in formation, you can fight them against each other, you can pick any of them to fly in you want during this big fight. You can be in a capital ship firing giant slow photon laser cannons. You can be a little tiny fighter with lasers like zipping around through the big guys. It's special, fun, very fun.
So what is it? I'm trying to formulate the question that I want to ask, because I think I have a lot of them. Is it you look at something like Stellaris, right? Is there any comparison to a Stellaris, or no, not at all?
Very meta comparisons, only in like empire management stuff, but in terms of how you play the game, not really at all. So the core of X4 is a sandbox. You can do whatever you want whenever you want. There's no real pressing things outside of the universe itself going through its own machinations. Like literally sides will destroy other sides if you don't do anything, like just depending on the role of your universe. So it's one of those types of situations. But in terms of what you do, you kind of pick what you do all the time. So, you know, you can pick a mission line for a specific faction and follow that all the way if you want to. You can pick a certain ship. You want to earn a bunch of money to do that, do trade runs, do mining. What I'm doing right now is kind of all the things. So anytime when you just fly around the universe, you get pinged with all sorts of activities and stuff to do. So I'm just kind of like following that. I have like loose long-term goals. And then I'm just kind of like letting the winds take me wherever. And I am now, 15, 20 hours into this run, and I have more to do now by a factor of 10 than I did when I started.
Now
it just keeps getting bigger the more you play.
Is 15 to 20 hours like a drop in the ocean in this type of game?
It depends on your goals.
Okay.
I mean, it's like Valheim, right? You could main all the bosses and be done with Valheim in 15 hours, or you could have a 100-hour playthrough where you make 3 bases and explore everywhere and farm each boss into oblivion. So the sandbox nature lets you kind of dictate your play experience. You can do like just combat missions. You can keep it super combat focused if you want to, or you can literally do no combat at all pretty much. There's a few missions that do force you into combat scenarios, but I mean, the bulk of the game you can play from menus if you choose to. You can just monitor the entire galaxy and just order all your ships around to do everything you need them to. And I mean, it's to the point these days where the game has gotten just wild in terms of scope. So any other ship you own, you click on, you can queue up any number of commands, set any number of default behaviors. It's the amount of customization, the amount of the game allowing you to think something up and then give you the mechanics to actually do it is phenomenal. It's really well done.
Cool.
Makes it very rewarding to learn everything.
What are all the different updates that they put out on Steam? You said there's a lot of different things to buy.
Yes.
Like, what are those?
So there's lots of DLCs, but one of the big reasons I got back into the game is because it just hit 9.0. So yeah.
What does that mean?
Every one of those 0.0s has been monumental updates to how this game is played. We've had 0.0s that have completely redone how the economy is. This 0.0 did some big things to dynamic mining. So now like resources around the universe kind of dynamically shift and move around, which is a brand new thing. It also, like every 0.0 generally adds like a major feature mechanic or fine tunes a major feature mechanic. And this is what I was talking about with Egosoft. When X4 came out in 1.0, it was a mess. It was barely playable. Like it was
doing a show when that came out. Yeah,
I think we were, because like it was fun. You could do things, but holy shit, it was the end game economy was just broken. It just didn't work. There was so many things about it that just did not work, and that's kind of classic because Egosoft, again, scrappy small company punching way above its weight class. Like they're making games that the mechanics in this game are stuff that AAA won't even touch. It's just there's too much that can go wrong. There's too much that can break. So they just keep at it, and this is a perfect example of like how Egosoft functions. 9.0 and still going.
Yeah.
So like
crazy.
This is a game that will most likely get a 10.0 plus, and they are still going to keep working on it, and they will still keep fine tuning it until it gets to the point where it's actually pretty amazing. There were definitely times when I played X4 and I was like, this is not quite up to X3 in terms of what you can do. And now I play X4 and I'm like, this is so far beyond X3. I can't even believe I wouldn't even play X3 anymore. So it's that kind of thing. It's that kind of thing.
Cool. That's X4. I feel like I could poke you with a ton of questions about it, but yeah.
There is still a lot of jank in this game, particularly like dialogue and voice acting. I don't say this often. Probably would have been better if you used AI. It's real bad. It's real bad. Like it's bad. Like now granted, this is voice acting that was like years and years ago, but I mean, I will say AI voice acting is further ahead than the voice acting in this game.
Wow. Okay.
It's not good. You can really tell that a lot of the voice acting is just done so the characters speak out loud. And also, to put it bluntly, the dialogue is just it's not very well written. Like I don't know if English isn't the first language of the person reading it, but there's times when just like the dialogue is just weird. It just doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really connect to what's going on. But I do want to say, like, I want to end this by saying that that's not what the game is about. Like the game is about the space sandbox. The game is 5% dialogue and voice acting, and it's 95% all these amazing systems that they've set up to make this vision actually work. So I say that stuff about the voice acting and dialogue because I don't want people to go in thinking this is going to be a great, polished AAA experience. Go in with managed expectations, and you will get one of the best space sandbox games in existence.
Cool.
That the world's ever seen.
For what it's worth, on their Steam page, they do say that the game does actually use or contain recorded as well as AI-generated voice lines based on licensed voiced artists. So there is some sort of...
I have heard Egosoft is a very small company, and I think they've been doing that for a while. I do remember when they first announced this, there was some confusion because apparently they were referring to some of the stuff that the computer says when they were saying like autopilot failed. So that was, I think there was some confusion there. But I will say this. there are definitely voices in this game that sound just like AI did it. So I would not be surprised. I wouldn't. But it's again, it's not the star of the show. Let's just say that. Yeah. Not the star of the show.
Makes sense. Cool. That is the old X4.
I've seen it just real quick. I've seen a couple people asking about the DLCs. Like, how many are there and which ones do you like?
Oh, good question.
Oh, now right now with the Steam sale, I'd say just get the bundle. It's like $27 for everything. And that if you like the game, you're going to be in this game for hundreds of hours. So, I mean, at that point, just go for it. The weirdness is like there's some weirdness with some of the DLCs. Like there's this one DLC called Timeline, and Timeline adds in like all of these missions you can do. And when you complete the missions, they unlock things in the sandbox. So I think some people would want the unlocks from that, but the missions themselves are like unfortunately showcasing like all the worst parts of the game. like the timelines expansion is basically like a dialogue voice acted like mini mission version of X4, and it's just not great. It's if you're an X4 fan like I am, I've had a pretty good time doing some of the timeline stuff, but it just feels kind of like homework. Like it's weird when you take the elements of a sandbox game. It's like, imagine this. Imagine if there was an MMO you liked playing, and they took the leveling part of that and then charged you for it in a DLC. It's just kind of like, that's not really why I'm playing the MMO. I'm playing the MMO for like my friends and the end game and all the activities, like not just the level up portion. That's kind of like what Timeline feels like. It feels like they took kind of like not the best parts of X4 and then, yeah, I don't know. But so outside of Timeline, so I think if you want all the content and stuff, then there's some arguments. The Hyperion mission, gives you an overpowered ship early and things like that people may want to consider. But you can just not do those if you don't want to. So
cool.
And I love my Hyperion, for the record. It's a giant battleship with 6 facing forward cannons and flat cannons, and it can hold 3 little fighters. It's awesome. Yeah.
When does your new flight stick get there?
A few days. Funny enough, I was using the X56, and then I went over to my parents' house recently for some birthday stuff, and I was telling my dad about this. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to try the X52 because it's way more ergonomic. And I bought one for a buddy of mine a while back, and he's going to bring it back by. And then my dad goes, oh, wait, X52, is that what you got me with the Oculus for Elite Dangerous like 10 years ago? And I was like, yes. And he goes, oh, do you want it back? Then he goes into his office and he goes up to the top shelf, picks a box that's never been opened down next to the unopened Oculus. And I was just like, here you go. I was like, oh, thanks, Dad. Yeah. So now I'm back on my X52, which is I actually prefer more than my X56. Funny enough. It's
classic Dad.
It's been great.
Yeah. Cool.
Dad for the win. Hey, also little shout out. My dad, woodworker, made me this for my birthday. This is a woodworked bowl that he made, and every one of those colors right there you see on the side is a different kind of wood.
Oh.
So he smoothed all the different kinds of wood out and then made it like perfectly smooth on the inside. You'll never guess how old I turned. But yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea. I couldn't.
No idea. Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows?
Dude, he also made this pen. Look at that. It's freaking wood, dude. Every single one of those rings is a different color wood.
What do you use that bowl for? What do you eat out of that bowl?
I'm still finding use for it. I'm keeping it by my computer right now, but I don't know what I'm gonna maybe put some mints in it or something. I don't know.
You better hurry. That's gonna become a desk bowl real quick, and desk bowls are not good bowls. Okay, they end up with all type of shit in them.
Not wrong.
You got to get that off the desk.
Having met you in person, Co, I think that bowl would be good for mints. I think mints is a good idea for you.
Mints is sir. Wow.
Jeez. I don't get this reference. I think that was an inside joke.
I think that was a bad breath attack is what it was. I think you man's saying I have bad breath.
Yeah, I don't want to say a skunk died in your mouth, but it did not do that.
What he's trying to say is, JP, he's saying that it'll mask the smell of the crystal methamphetamine that I smoke.
Yeah, I started to say, is this a drug thing?
That's what he was trying to say.
I think this is a drug thing, and you guys are hiding it behind something else. I think that's what's happening right now.
I love how your brain immediately. It was like a relatively
drugs on my channel.
I have a buddy that works at the DEA, and they will be investigating you. Okay, They will be
Go ahead.
investigating you.
Go ahead. You think I keep my drugs on me?
I'm not talking about you. I'll send them over to your house after they're done with this guy.
Yeah, Zeke. Yeah,
Okay.
Zeke, no one would be that dumb. Where do you keep them? Dude,
it's not like I have a storage unit where I put all of my paraphernalia for everything.
It's on Thompson Street, number 321. Jeez.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh my! I don't know what's going on with my camera, guys. I'm sorry.
I don't either. It did this like 2 weeks ago, right around this time as well.
Co is max headrooming hard. Thank you for that.
I can give you a different call link if you want to try that.
So normally I don't do this, but someone redeemed a soundbite. I just want to know if I have to remove it from my board here because it is Yuko, and I just want to know if this is okay to have on my soundboard.
Hi, my name is Co Carnage. I'm a streamer on Twitch and a game developer.
Is that okay? Can I leave it on there?
The hell was that me? When did I say that?
I don't know. Someone took it from a VOD of yours and like redeemed it.
It's AI.
When did I was gonna say I don't know if I might have said that, but I usually say game dev, dude. I don't normally say game developer. Did I? Maybe that was for a promo or something I did, but I don't. That's weird.
Okay.
Well,
what about this one?
No, I don't care if it's AI. Go ahead. That's fine. I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah. Dude, anything that makes your people laugh, feel free.
This one might be a little loud, so just be prepared. How about this one?
Oh, I am an idiot. I'm
Yes.
literally an idiot. Okay. Oh yeah. That's
okay.
Please,
just make it
that the better. Yeah.
Cool.
I feel
All right,
we
we're all
should
good
spread
then.
that around. It would help manage expectations.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
Now that one I know you said.
That was definitely not AI. Yeah, that was definitely me. No, that was definitely me.
Fantastic. Zeke, how do you want to approach all these demos you played?
Well, I have a list, and I have.
Nice.
But how long is the list? Like, we only have 2 hours.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
All right,
it's okay. I have.
What are we
an
doing?
hour? We have an hour.
I
we have an
went
hour.
through
Sorry.
and I played.
Don't tell him to.
Varying lengths of time of 134 games, of 134 demos. And I pared that list down to 37 that I like. And in that 37, I pared it down to 15 that I really like.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
So
okay.
I'm gonna go to
He's
the.
done his homework, folks.
I'm just gonna rattle off the list because you can come to my channel if you want and type hashtag NextFest, which I'm gonna do right now, and you can see my spreadsheet. I have not taken off the games that because the left side is the games that were still up for random choice. So I'm gonna take that off, but the B side is the ones I've played. And at the top, you'll see 2 asterisks, and then below that 1 asterisk, and then the rest that I played. So, starting just rattling off the list, starting with the ones that I liked, not super liked, but I liked. Starting with Bonehold, and then or About Fishing, excuse me, About Fishing, Bonehold, Catechesis, Chop Chop Inc., Ditori, Don't Fret, In Silico, Lifted, Looking for Fail. I'm not sure how to say that. FAEL, fail, file, whatever.
Yeah.
Mimic Meadows, Murky, Restory, RMF's Ragdoll, Physics Experiments, Screenbound, Shutter Story, Alligary Circle, Murder of Yesterday, Skin Stapler, Transylvania Adventures of Simon Quest, There Are No Ghosts at the Grand, Warhammer 40k Bolt Gun 2, and Well Dweller. Those were all ones that I liked that I would suggest if they're in the genres of things you like, give them a look. I don't know why Murky is weirdly colored, but those are the games that I liked. The games that I really liked are up at the top. Starting, and I just a brief sentence about these ones. Bobo's Belief System is a very cool like puzzle game where you have a character named Bobo who believes things, and in order to make him traverse like the puzzle rooms, you have to make him believe or disbelieve things like gravity or jumping or walls. So like if you want to get over a pit and Bobo believes in gravity, you make him not believe it by taking it out of his belief system, and then he just walks over it because he doesn't believe in gravity anymore, so gravity doesn't happen. Which I thought was a very cool idea. So like if Bobo doesn't believe in walls, some like the walls will not exist anymore. So you can go, past areas and so on and so forth. And it's very much like the feeling of Baba Is You. If you ever played Baba Is You, It's got a lot of that DNA in it, where you talk to, this guy, and then you believe in grabbing and throwing. So you can throw Mr. Gravity over the pit and then meet him over there, believe in gravity again, so you can drop down and hit the flag. And the flag, it basically ends the level.
Got it.
So yeah, it's cool, like it's modular thing, so it's not like, you go through, it's level by level by level.
Yeah.
So they set up
it's
like
kind of like a logic puzzle game type deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And one of the other cool things is like it's just showing on the trailer here is if Bobo believes in afterlife, like you go down a pit, and if he believes in afterlife, you go to a different level.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
In the afterlife, and then you come, like, once you stop believing in the afterlife, you come back.
Let me see.
It's great.
Can I? Oh, it's
that works
not
out
on your
pretty
list.
well. Yeah.
I'm going to ask you about a game that is not on your list. Did you play it? It's the Jonathan Blow game.
Yes, I did play it.
Yeah, did you? Was that not on the list because Jonathan Blow, or because
I played
you didn't
it.
like it?
No, I played it.
I know. I'm saying, was that on the not liked list because of Jonathan Blow, or because you didn't like it?
Oh, because it was honestly, it was kind of average. I played games like that.
Really? Wait.
Yeah.
Which direction did you go? North? Because I thought it was actually really good. That's why I'm surprised.
Okay.
Did you go north, south, east, or west?
Oh, I don't remember.
Okay.
Maybe north.
So you had the ones where it had the 3 people, and then like they could swap. The wizard could swap.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, because like east, south, and west are complete. They're
The
all
Order
like
of the Sinking Star is what we're talking about.
Yeah, that would be helpful if I said that. Sorry. Yeah, I thought that was a really good puzzle game. I'm surprised to see you didn't like it.
No, I liked it fine. It just wasn't like top of my list,
Got it. How come this won't leave? I can't leave this. There we go.
What else?
Sorry,
Doomsday Diner. Yeah, Doomsday Diner. I'm going through 15 as fast as possible. I'll just say a sentence about him. Doomsday Diner is basically it has the skin of like Borderlands. It's a very Borderlands wasteland thing where you make hot dogs in the apocalypse, and you run a hot dog diner, and you serve like the psychos from Borderland, the guys with the masks and stuff. Like they come in and they order hot dogs, or they try and kill you and take your money from you, and you have to kill them first. So it's a little bit of defense and a little bit of like hot dog making, like kind of a thing. And then once everybody's gone, you you clean up the tables, and you take all the bad guys that you shot and put them in the grinder. So basically, I think your hot dogs are made out of wasteland people that you've killed in your diner.
Cool.
They don't come right out and say that, but it seems like that's the case.
No. I mean, a lot of people don't talk about what's in their hot dogs. That's
true. You don't want to know how the sausage is made.
It's a hot button issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful.
Yeah, and there's upgrades like the first upgrade I would recommend getting, because it really pissed me off, is there's ketchup and mustard like squirting things, and they're really like, when you pick them up, it's like you pick them up at a point and they're like on a swivel pivot thing. Like, so they're hard to get the mustard on. Like, first upgrade you should get is the condiment cannon. Get that. It makes it so much easier. Okay. Because trying to get ketchup and mustard on the bun was a frustrating fucking time. But yeah, it's basically Borderlands hot dog stand.
Yeah,
I liked it.
I was gonna say that is very very Borderlands looking.
Yes, it is. It's unabashedly like stolen.
Yeah.
Next one I played is Iron Nest, which
I've heard a lot about this.
Yeah. Quite a few people.
Oh, this is the one that's based on the gun one.
I was immediately turned off by the trailer of this game, because it was like it showed like vectors and like like all that shit. Try it. It's very incremental. They're like, okay, do this first. You're like, okay, I'll do that first, and then do this next. It's like instructions on a pack of ramen. It's like, okay, I'm seeing the finished product on the trailer, but once you get into it, it's nice tutorial, very nice and slow. It's like, oh, okay, so you just draw a line to this, and then basically what it is, you are a giant cannon, and they give you like, you get orders from HQ, and HQ says, this is where your target is. You have to like You have to load the round. You have to put as much powder in as needed to get there. So like if it's 30 kilometers away, you put in 3 barrels of powder to get it there, so it covers the distance.
Yeah.
And then you load up the thing, and then it tells you like, okay, this is how much elevation you need for the arc to get there properly. And then it tells you like, this is how much swivel you need. This is the cut, and they have words for all these, and I can't fucking remember them. But it's bearing and elevation. Those are the 2 things you need. So bearing is like 180 degrees or 360 degrees, one of those, and then elevation is how high the cannon goes. So you get that, and it's really cool, satisfying, like mechanical shit. So like once you load it around, it makes these awesome, like the sound design in it is fucking beautiful because like, and you see like these machine arms load in this huge round, and like that kind of shit is fucking awesome. But you don't get to see the explosion, but you watch the map as you see like the little like indicator, like this is where your round is going, your shell is going, and then it goes on the map. It just goes boom, and it puts a little like a skull, like where your round landed and stuff.
I love that.
But like as far as atmosphere goes, it's like what's that movie they made a video game?
Monster Hunter?
No, not Markiplier's movie. Iron Lung.
Iron Lung.
It's a little bit less claustrophobic than Iron Lung, but it's definitely like you're just in a big iron thing. You can open the window, but the window's just like, a pastoral blue sky that you don't really see anything. So it's like you are confined in this tanky thing. But everything they did, like I was turned off because I was like, am I gonna have to do like real math on this shit? And it's like, no.
Break out your protractor.
You might later on.
Okay.
But as far as the tutorial went, like I think they'll give you the tools you need in a bite-sized fashion where you can go, okay, they gave me this one mechanic, I can do it now. Give me another one. Like it was very nice like that.
Cool.
So yeah. That was Iron Nest. Next one, I don't need to talk about a lot. A lot of people play it. A lot of people play the first one, Mortal Shell.
Yeah.
It's good. It's another Souls-like, and it looks good as the first one.
Great.
We'll move on to the next. Nowhere to Run. Oh, FMV. I play a lot of FMVs, and it's very rare that you have one where they put in fucking effort. Not only effort in the acting, effort in the voice acting, effort in the script, effort in the camera, like the shots and all that kind of stuff. You can see it's like playing a movie, and very well done. And I was very, very pleasantly surprised at not only the voice act or the acting and the camera and all that kind of stuff, but also like, I don't want to spoil it, but at the very start of the demo, there are 4 endings for the demo, and 18, I think in total is what they said they're planning on for the whole game. But one of the endings you can get almost immediately, and it is fucking hilarious.
Huh.
But I'll just say, like, if you want to play this, like, do the opposite of what you think you should do, and you'll get an ending, like pretty right out of the gate. Nowhere to Run is the name of it, and I am so looking forward to it because it's very rare when we get an FMV game where it takes itself seriously and the plot and the story like are not ridiculous. It's like set in a desert, which we all made a comment on. Like, nowhere to run in a desert. Do you mean everywhere to run because it's a desert? Like, you can literally run in 360 degrees. You're in the middle of a desert.
Not wrong.
Nowhere to hide. Yeah. Sure. Nowhere to run. Not so much.
Yeah.
Next one was out fishing. Out fishing was a great demo. It is a horror game with like the core of the game is fishing. Like, you actually just do fishing and you get like upgrades and fish by day and then like survive by night. Kind of an idea. So you fish as much as you can during the day to get upgrades to like all kinds of stuff, like your fishing line, your lures, your bait, all that kind of stuff. And then at night, it's eerie, dark. I would say a Lovecraftian adjacent. But yeah, you're on this kind of like desolate island where you're fishing during the day and trying to, figure out what the fuck is happening, haunting this place at night and that kind of thing. And it was really, really well done because the fishing element wasn't too hard. I know, I figured you'd like it. The fishing element wasn't too hard or too like involved. It was more, the fishing sim is pull against the fish and let out before your line breaks.
Pretty classic fishing, yeah.
Yeah, the fishing mechanic is pretty straightforward. And then you take the fish and you sell them to buy upgrades like better pole, better bait, better line, faster reel, blah blah blah. But yeah, and then at night they give you the horror elements and stuff where like one of the upgrades that you buy in the tutorial or in the demo is you learn how to build a bridge. So once you get the fish to buy the wood to get the recipe, you build the bridge to the other place, and then there's another place to like explore with weird ooky spooky shit on it. So yeah,
cool, nice.
I really like that one. It was one of my favorite demos. Nice. Next one is Rivage, Rivage, and I'm not sure how to say that. If it's Rivage.
I think you're saying it right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for this. This looked really cool.
It is really cool. It's almost too smooth brain for this. Because it's a puzzle game, but it requires a lot of reading, picking up notes, getting clues from those notes and going, oh, this is how I need to solve this. So it's a puzzle game set on a space station.
Oh.
And it's also a loop game. So the basic premise of the game is you're on this space station. You have only a certain amount of battery power in the station. You can see on the right, like right on the right-hand side, there's like a little battery. That's how many things you can do before you have to loop back. So it's about managing that while you do stuff. So you can like per day, you can do at the start, you can do 3 things or 4 things. And using your key card to open the door is 1 battery. And then you have 3 left to do other stuff. So you find yourself like, okay, I have 3 battery. I can do this 1 thing and then I'll go back and loop.
So dude, this game is kind of like Outer Wilds.
A little bit,
except instead of time, you're dealing with a resource that you choose when you spend.
Exactly. Yep.
That's super awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd heard of this game. I didn't know it had a demo out. Do we know when it's 1.0ing?
August 13th.
God damn it.
Yeah. It's good. It's really good. It is a bit of like you do have to like pick up like paper and like look in computers and stuff like that. And you do have to read to get like certain like buzzwords like, oh, the garden. Oh, okay. Oh, that's relating to this. So you do have to actually like read and get clues. But it's
you may have mentioned
like I said,
the same publisher as Blueprints. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it's Raw Fury.
Well, same publisher, yeah.
Same publisher. Yeah. That's good. Love Raw Fury.
That's Rivage or Rivage, however you say it. Next one is Shroom and Gloom. Shroom and Gloom is I hate saying it's a roguelike deck builder, which are not necessarily super great, but this one is cool because not only do you use cards for battles, but you use cards for the overworld too. So you find keys and hammers and shovels and stuff like that, and you have one deck that you use to progress through the dungeon, and then you have a second deck to fight the battles and stuff like that. I liked this game a lot, not only because like the art style, I dig it. I like this like Rat Fink weird like comic booky art
cool
style. Yeah, I dig it. But also because the mechanics, it's not overly complex. It's not one of those like a lot of deck builders fall into the pitfall of like, in order to play the game, you have to read every card. This one, you can definitely muddle your way through, get to a boss fight without completely understanding every single in and out of every card. So they make it, the demo at least is pretty easy to like pick up and, you know, make your way through shit. And you can definitely like lean into builds, different kinds of like deck builds and stuff like that. So you can, you know, build your deck around like eating or fighting or, you know, that kind of shit, like most deck builders have.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got like cool atmosphere, and you there's what I really liked about it was there's different solutions to lots of different problems. Like if you want to light a campfire, you can either use a lighter, you can use a pickaxe on something and break it, which creates a spark, which will light your campfire. So there's lots of different like combos that you can do. That's Stream of Gloom. Next one is Silver Pines.
Ooh. I think I've heard of this one.
Heard of this one?
Yeah. Let me just make sure I remember it. Silver Pines. Oh, survival horror Metroidvania. Metroidvania is kind of, I don't know if that's the right word I would use. I would say it's a point and click.
Does it have
like point and clicks
block map
in essence
that unlocks as with different upgrades?
No.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. I would honestly say it's more of a point and click than a Metroidvania. But then I got to thinking about like most point and clicks are kind of like Metroidvanias, where you go past something, you see like a padlock, and you're like, okay, I either need a key, a gun to shoot the lock off, or a bolt cutter. So it's a lot of like going past it and coming back. But that's point and click.
That's normal. That's just point and click. That has nothing to do with Metroidvania.
Yeah.
Metroidvania is an action game. That is what Metroidvania is.
This does have action to it.
And Metroid. Oh, it does. Okay.
It does have action to it. It's not like I didn't get into like if it gets more fast paced, but it's definitely survival horror action, meaning like what you want to do is avoid shit rather than take it on. Like any Resident Evil game, you know, like ammo is super precious. So if you don't have to fight it, don't dodge it and move on. That's this. This has that. That's the mechanics and the action of the game. It's like it's 2D, but they give you a dodge. So if you see like a zombie coming, you like do a little dodge through them and go past them, kind of a thing. That's what you want to do to reserve your ammo and your health and all that kind of stuff.
Do you WAS it?
Yes, you can do that. Yeah.
Okay.
I use controller.
Yeah, that would check. As long as there's action elements, that could be Metroidvania for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't classify it as a Metroidvania. I classify it as a point and click with action elements. But that aside, the atmosphere is great. It's very dark zombie, but it's got like noirish kind of a feel to the main character. And the progression, the thing that I liked about it was in the demo, at least the progression of it was very like, I didn't feel like there was ever a time that I got stuck. It was always like, okay, I opened this gate and now I go in here and I grab a key that I know I use it over there. You know, it was very like breadcrumbs, and I enjoyed it a lot. Cool. Maybe my favorite demo in the game I'm looking forward to the most. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. If you're wondering, we only have 5 games left. So, that I want to spend any time on. Tenebris Somnia. I am looking forward to this game so hard because it's a mix of pixel point and click game with FMV elements that are so well done.
I remember this trailer in a couple of the showcases we watched.
And I looked at a little bit of a behind the scenes because some of the shit looks like AI. It's all practical. It's all done practical effects as far as I can tell, because I saw like pictures or video of the set of the monsters that you see, like they're on the set and they're moving and they're doing this stuff. So it seems like it's all practical, but I want to hope that it all is, and it's not like done by AI, because it looks so good that you're like, that's fucking AI, and it's not. Hopefully. But Tenebris Somnia
this is our life for the next 10 years.
I know, man. Being a vegan sucks, dude. I'm starting to feel for vegans. Man. Like, was it made with any animal parts? Like any? It's gotta be 0 if I'm gonna eat it. Is there any AI in this? Because I can't play it. otherwise. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a stickler. I'm so sorry. But yeah, dude, like it's right up my alley, being like, you know, nostalgic point and click, pixelated, looks like old PC CD-ROM games, but it's also got these wonderfully well done FMV shots and parts, and it's all very much like a survival horror point and click game, and goddamn, I'm looking forward to the full game. Next one, The Wolf is Dead.
That's unfortunate.
And we talked about this in chat, and it was a weird thing to come to the realization, like, there are so many anthropomorphic
Furry
detective games. Yeah. I mean, if you want to say furry, there are so many of them. And we went through like how many I played, like half a dozen of them.
Look,
for whatever reason, that genre, like they put that into those genres for some reason.
One thing I know about furries, it's that they are fucking rich. And so, yeah, it makes sense that they're going to be funding a lot of games.
Yeah. And they're murderous, apparently. They love murder. They love detective stories about murder.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Not much really.
Murder.
Not much really to say, like, that this game is doing different. It's this game just does everything well. It's a detective game. It is a deduction, very much a deduction game, and it's got a cool mechanic where you see the scene afterwards. You are there as a detective seeing the aftermath of what happened, and then if you put enough shit together, like you draw like conclusions, like I don't remember the names, but the fox lit a cigarette in the kitchen. And if you get enough of those, the scene like reveals itself. And then you can see like all the characters in the house in the scene, like in a tableau, like still scene. And then it gives you clues to other scenes in the house. And that's basically what it is. It's just a big house where a bunch of crimes happen, but mostly the murder of a wolf, who is an actor, apparently.
And he's rich.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's rich. Yeah, that's The Wolf is Dead. If you like deduction games and you're not adverse to anthropomorphic shit, go for it.
Yeah.
The next game is probably a game that a lot of people, I don't know if anybody out there besides me likes troll games. Games where they troll you, but trees hate you.
I mean, I'd say that's probably true for most humans.
Yeah.
Trees Hate You is a troll game, and that's all it is. It's you have to get through these levels all the while like trying to predict what the tree like what the trees are going to do, and they fool you. They'll do one thing, like they'll like go and slap you. So every tree you're avoiding, and then they'll play that against you. Like, oh, you're avoiding that tree. Well, you didn't see this tree coming up out of here, and it's going to hit you over here. And it just trolls you every step of the way. And I fucking love these games because they are such a blast. Because the best part about troll games is the unexpected.
Yeah.
And when good devs, when they make these games, when you start expecting something, they'll just completely switch up the mechanics on you. And it's great. It was a lot of fun. The demo was a lot of fun.
That looks funny.
Next one, we got 2 left. Valor Mortis.
Heard a lot of talk about this.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yes. How is this?
It's gonna be fucking great.
Awesome.
I think it's gonna be great. First
so good to
person
hear.
action Souls-like, and we had an argument about this too.
Uh-oh.
Souls-like gets thrown around a lot, and I think we asked, like, I asked my chat, what are the things that you would think have to be there to be Souls-like? And for me, third person, like, is one of those things that has to be there for it to be Souls-like.
I mean,
This is first person.
if you want to be a stickler about it, the Souls-like subgenre came from ARPGs. ARPGs came from isometric historical games. So theoretically, Souls-like is a subgenre of third person. Like that is where it's from. So does that mean that's what it means today? No. Souls-like these days is more of like a slower tactical system as opposed to a frantic actiony system.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
really depends on how you're identifying.
It's a big
soul
umbrella
sign.
now.
Coke, can
Yes,
you?
it's a much
You got
bigger
some on your glasses right here. You might need to push.
Oh,
them up a
sorry,
little
right
bit.
here. Thank you so much. Okay,
You
thank
fucking
you.
nerd.
Yeah. However, this game is going to be awesome. Whatever you want to say about it. It does have the I think the death and reacquiring of currency. That's a huge Souls thing. Whereas if you die, you can go back and get it. If you die twice, you can't. Maybe. But no, it's a first person action game with, many different like ways to kill things. Like you actually get spells in this, which I was very surprised to see.
Yeah.
You can get they're weak, so you can't like just do spells, which I was a little disappointed about. But they're weak against enemies. Spells in the demo, at least, were more for like traversal, for like solving puzzles. Like there's this like crystallized sap or whatever, and you get the fire spell and you burn it. Oh, that's how I get through these now. That kind of shit. You can burn enemies, but it's very weak. However, it is very much like there's like sword fighting, guns, parrying. Like parrying is the best thing you can do in the game if you're good at it, because that's how you kill enemies the fastest and easiest. Is you parry their shot and then you do a riposte. And it's gonna be difficult. Like the trash mobs, not so much, but the boss fights, you're gonna have a time with them. So
how's parry
good.
feel? Does it give you that
great.
Nice chonky feel? Yeah.
Oh
this is
yeah,
good.
it feels
Good deal.
great. The sound design, as you might imagine, is fucking A+. Like when you parry something with your sword, it gives you that ka-chang, and it's really because there's a block which is more like chang, but then there's the parry which ka-chang, and you're like, yeah, got you, bitch, and you stab them in the head or cut off their head, cut off their arms. Like there's definitely a lot of dismemberment in this game as well.
Nice.
Probably because I just played it, but Stellar Blade has really good parry noise to it. Or
Yeah, it
has
does.
the like clang to it. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Good.
I really
Don't
enjoyed that as well.
underestimate like how satisfying gamers find that shit when you really hit that timing right. Because
Dude,
it
it's
Oh,
like
I know.
winning-
And
it's
her
like winning
ass
at a slot
jiggles like,
machine.
oh my.
JP, slow down.
What?
is your eye tracker still on?
I know, right?
Sorry about that.
No, Valamortis is going to be a big hit. I'm sure if they don't fumble, like obviously I only played the demo and I didn't play that much of the demo, but if they nail what they showed in the demo throughout the game, and it's not like too short or too much of whatever, I think it's going to be a big hit and people are going to love it, and it's going to have sequels and blah blah blah.
Nice.
Cool.
And the last game that I
don't know why
want to tell
he
you
stopped
about
there.
is Xeno Feels. Xeno Feels.
It's about alien feels.
Yep. And
Is it really?
it's just a simple, straightforward border patrol game where you are the border patrol of planet Dearth. And
Girth.
yes,
Dearth.
you're the border patrol of Dearth.
Girth.
And it's the reason why I liked it is because it's straightforward. They give you day one, you just look at the people, match their picture. Day two, you match their passport. Day three, you match their license plate. And they just add one more thing every time. But where this game is, I like this game more than some of the other ones is it doesn't take itself too seriously, and there's references galore. Like just this side of copyright infringement, Darth Vader, Bender.
It's Darth Vader. Thank you very much.
Exactly.
Darth Vader.
Aliens. Like they make references to all the sci-fi classics. Like those people are coming through, and there's memes in it too. There's lots of memes. Like, oh, there's the 3-boob chick from Total Recall.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good.
So they make a lot of references and a lot of memes and stuff like that, and it's lighthearted, it's fun, and if one of the main mechanics is if they don't pass your inspection, you shoot them with the shotgun and they blast off into space like that.
Accurate.
Yeah. So it's just fun. It's just dumb fun, and I liked it a lot.
Cool.
Yep. And those are my games.
That's Xenofields.
My demos that I liked the most out of the 130 plus that I played.
Now you play a lot of these, and I feel like you're always on top of the Next Fest. And so I pose the question, like, is Next Fest too frequent, or are you happy with the frequency of a Next Fest?
Not for me. The thing that I really like is that it's normalizing demos, which is nothing but good news for gamers.
True.
Nothing but good news for people, because you can try it before you buy it, and I love that, because it harkens back to the days of those tester CDs that you get with PC Gamer or whatever magazines. Like, I love that shit. I think it's fantastic, and I'm glad that they have because there's demos like throughout the year. Like, some people don't take down their demos for forever. Like, they just leave them up, which I think is great. But I like that there's a spotlight on them, 3 times a year or however many times it happens. Because the next one is in October. So,
especially with as many indies that are coming out these days, I mean, the more PR we can get them, the better. So the fact that, like, it's good that everyone wins when Steam does this kind of stuff, because it will actually significantly help the reach of a lot of indie products, especially because we are getting so many indie products right now. There are going to be, unfortunately, phenomenal games that just go right under the radar because there's too many other games. Yeah. So, the more demo days, the more that, like, the good stuff actually rises to the top, the better for evereveryone. Yeah. I completely agree.
Speaking of the good stuff, when is the Emberville demo?
Funny enough, so we have our announced date coming up relatively soon. When that date's going to be, the thing we're kind of like still trying to decide on is if we want to get a demo out, or if we want to just focus on making the EA the best it possibly can be. There's a lot that has to go into making a demo.
Dude, I was kidding. You don't have to fucking do this.
Somebody just asked in my chat Emberville demo when before then. So I was kind of answering him. I know you don't give a shit, but I figured that he would probably care. So
no, dude, I have probably been responsible for thousands of wish lists, because we meme on it all the time. But there's no bad publicity with something like that.
Sure, man, absolutely. No, but the short of it is that it's interesting, because you ask a very easy to answer question, but the answer that I'm giving you, this is what every game dev has to decide when they make a demo. Is it worth us stopping production on the main things to put production into a demo? Because you can't just, like, hey, let me just take this portion of my in progress project and make it the demo. Like, it requires a lot more work than that. And if your team is small, that means when you're working on the demo, you're not working on other things. And for us, our EA is like months away. So we're very much in go mode. So the short of it is, I don't know if we're gonna have a demo. I don't think we are. We might, but I don't think we are. Yeah.
Cool.
We'll see. But I will say this. We're also in the very interesting position where anyone can see all of my game before they buy it. As a streamer game, please don't think this is some, like, oh, you got to buy the game because there's no demo. No, there'll be plenty of places to check out Emberville before you buy it. So don't. It's not that kind of situation.
Cool.
So we found the clip, by the way. That's not AI.
It is. What was it for? Was it for like
Emberville gameplay update stream, pre-alpha of the game, November 25th of last year?
That was probably for a promo thing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Some of those the team wanted me to, like, use specific words and things, so I'm guessing that was one of those. Cool. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. I just wanted to let you know it wasn't AI, which is nice.
Yeah.
Well, JP, were you going somewhere?
What? Today?
No. Were you like segueing into something?
Not really. No. What do you want to talk about?
Because there is one more game that I want to talk about that I played, and I loved it. Mole, MOLE.
Yeah, I saw some people playing this. What is that?
It's a short experience, like 3 hours, give or take, and it really, like, not the story of it or any of the plot or anything like that, but it reminded me of when I played Mouthwashing.
Oh, isn't it from Mouthwashing Dev? Is there a game that is?
No.
Okay. Thinking of something else then.
No, the developers of this are Off Black Creations. The bad or no, not Bad Brains. It's or Wrong Organ. That's Wrong Organ did mouthwashing. It's a shorter experience, like three hours give or take, and it's just a really cool. You pilot a mole, a monstrous post-war drilling machine built to descend deep down below Slavic soil, and you fix failing systems. You follow the voices of the dead and pray you can survive whatever is sharing your coffin. Will the vessel or your mind break first? That's the Steam blurb. And the premise of the game is there's a signal down deep below the earth. And the signal is causing shit to happen on the surface. Bad shit.
This sounds
earthquakes and blah, blah, blah. So you're tasked with taking a drilling ship down to the signal to see what it is. And on your way down there, it's like a metaphor for your descent into madness? ? But it's really cool because it has good mechanics, meaning like you have to figure out how to navigate to that depth, and every depth you go to is a new problem arises. So like,
is this
you
game
get
Iron
to this
Dirt?
Iron Dirt? Yes.
Yeah.
A little bit. No, but Iron Nest doesn't have psychological elements. This one
No. I mean,
definitely does.
I'm comparing this to Iron Lung.
Oh, yes. There, yeah. It's
yeah.
That
game was awesome.
I can see that. Yes, I can definitely see the comparison there.
Okay.
But as you go down, more shit starts to happen. Like mentally, you start seeing things, you start experiencing things, and all that kind of stuff. And it's a relatively short experience, but it's fucking awesome. Very well done. And
so not a demo. This is a full game.
This is a full game. Yeah, I played this on Indie Day.
Got
and usually I play games on Indie Day for between an hour to 2 hours. I played through the whole thing because I couldn't put it down. Like it wouldn't be far to say like this might be a contender for like one of my games of the year. It was fucking really cool. And yeah, there's a story, an underlying story that unravels as you go. So your madness has a meaning and a reason and a purpose. That's awesome. It's really, really good.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
It's cheap. $12.
Yep.
10% off right now.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it too much because the whole fun of it is like when they like as they incrementally reveal things to you. It's really good.
Yeah. On a 1 to 10, how spooky is it?
How spooky?
Yeah. How scary, spooky?
There's not.
Skeleton.
I mean, there's like maybe a couple of scare moments. Most of it is atmospherically like eerie or dread, so like that kind of thing. Isolation is another big part of it too.
Got it. Oh yeah. Speaking of spooky games, I played. Zeke, did you hear that Fears to Fathom game? Did you hear about that?
Oh, I played Fears to Fathom.
Yeah. So they had a new Fears to Fathom episode or something called Scratch Creek, and it was co-op. And so I played it with Faye, who was the driver in the Resident Evil Cuck Through that I played a while back.
Okay.
And that was it was a scary game, but it was also like that was the first co-op spooky game where the mechanics were really, really cool. Like I guess speaking mechanically, the idea is that like at certain points in the story, you guys get separated and you can text the other person, but also the game will have like scripted text that it sends. And so a lot of times if the person stays in character when you're typing to the person, you don't know if it's the game or your friend typing to you. And so like you can fuck with the other person and be like, oh my God, they're coming, get out of the room, oh my God. And they're in a room that's locked and you have no idea what's happening to them. So you can like mess with people like that. Or you could, I straight up when I, at one point you get like split off a lot. And at one point I had to go to one area and it like was spooky, and it descended, and you were like in a church, and then you find like this thing, and blah 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 blah. Eventually, you get back to the room, and Faye was like, "What happened?" Because it has in-game VoIP, and so you can talk, and it's proximity based. So I got back into the room. She's like, "What happened? Where'd you go?" And I was like, "I was just downstairs. I was just I was just downstairs looking at the kitchen." And she was like, "Oh my God, I was trapped in this room and someone was standing outside. I had to hide and all this shit." I was like, "Yeah, I just went downstairs." And then she's like, "Well, we got to go. We got to escape the house." It's like, "Yeah, just come over here." And I open up a door and there's like a secret path. And she's like, "How do you know this?" So that was really cool. I hadn't played a co-op spooky game like that before, where you can like text your teammate in essence. It was, I hope more games do that. And there's also things where you can't progress unless the other person succeeds. And if they fail, then it like resets your path. So you kind of have to redo it. It was good.
Some of the what are those co-op horror games? They do something similar, right?
I don't know. That was
the co-op Dark Anthologies.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Dark Pictures,
you'd know better than I would. I
haven't played any of those co-op, yeah, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
If that's true. Then I might actually play those. Like the gameplay, while it was super short, it was like 2 or maybe 3 hours long. The gameplay of it was like pretty interesting. That would be awesome to like play like a Resident Evil or something like that, where it had like prox chat and you actually, had to like communicate with people and all that type of stuff. That'd be really cool. It was a lot of fun. I hope they do more co-op versions.
This game looks like it has a lot of releases. Like, what do you just start at Scratch Creek?
Yeah, well, Fears to Fathom, like Co said, he's played it, and there was 6 of them, Co, or something like that, where there's
looks like 5.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, they're like short. The premise behind the game type or the series, I guess, is that these are all true stories that were like reported on like a message board or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And then they recreate them in game form. And so this one, the most recent one, is the first time the dev has ever done a co-op thing, ever done like a multiplayer thing. All the other ones are single player. And I think that's what Co has played in the past. Yeah. So it was actually pretty good. I was pleasantly surprised by that. Has a handful of like jump scares, but not anything too crazy. More like vibe spooky than anything. So,
yeah. I mean, the bundle's on sale. I might just get the bundle and
check it out.
Block out some time for it.
Yeah, check it out. I'm pretty much spent on stuff that I played. Co, you finished Gothic? Anything new to report on that? Still Gothic?
Loved it, man.
Yeah, from start to finish, great. No issues.
I loved it the whole time. It was a great example of a fundamentally awesome remake. I mean, it's even got some of the original jank in it, but no, I think it sold over. Last we checked was like last week. I think it sold over 500,000 copies. So I think that I speak for many Gothic fans when I say hopefully this is a no-brainer Gothic 2 and possibly more remake. And yeah, man, it was fantastic. Also did the Dave the Diver DLC.
How's that?
By the way. Awesome. Oh my God, it is awesome. It is basically if you like the base game, it's just everything the base game was and more. It was a lot of fun. Had a great time with it. Beginning to end it.
Nice.
It was good.
You did like a new playthrough for that, right?
No, so it takes place after the base game.
Oh,
it's it's a completely different location. It is an expansion. It is like an actual expansion. So you do bring some stuff from the base game over. So I'd probably recommend like your upgrades and stuff come over. So, if you have a thorough base game, it can be good. I think you can start the DLC with like a pre-save kind of thing. Okay. So you don't have to play the base game if you don't want to, but yeah, dude, it's great.
Cool.
All the crazy cutscenes are there and it's just, it oozes cozy.
Nice.
I also saw you playing a game that I played on any day, and I played the demo a while ago, and I've been waiting for this game to come out. Dimhaven, The Lost Source.
Dude, I played that an hour sponsor stream, and I was back today, and I will be back next week to finish it. It is a super cool puzzle game.
Really good, right?
A lot of fun with it. How far did you get in it?
It looks like 1.7 hours, so just under 2.
Nice, man.
And I got past the first area and into the second area with you have to fix all the mechanical stuff.
Yep. That's where I am right now. And I gotta say the first area is a really good seeming indicator about what you're gonna get in the game. Like there's a lot. It's like very observational, kind of like Blueprints. It's not quite as puzzle heavy as Blueprints. There is more kind of like explore your environment, more environmental puzzles, which obviously we're not really in Blueprints for good reason. But yeah, dude, like one of the first puzzles, for instance, a slight spoiler, but just to kind of give you an idea about what you're dealing with, this is you get like a sequence of numbers that have their patterns associated with them. And then just with that information, you have to suss out like how to get all the different patterns and then make your own special number. And that's the only way to get to the next section. And it's that kind of stuff. It's very much like, oh, let me bust out a notepad. Okay, let's do this. But what's also really cool is not only does the game have a picture system in the game, so you can take a picture of anything in the game, and then while you have any other thing up, like a puzzle or something, you can just click on it's so good. But
the only thing Blueprints is missing is that would have been an awesome addition. So you can see your picture while you're looking at the puzzle.
Yep. But the other awesome thing is, Zeke, and I'm not using this as much, and by holding up your notepad, I don't think you are either. Did you know that you can draw on the pictures freehand?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So like I had a notepad and I was writing down all the little symbols, and someone later is like, why didn't you just write that on the thing? Like, why didn't you just like circle the numbers and I was like, that's a really good idea. I probably should have done that.
Honestly, because it's faster to use a pen than it is for me to mouse it.
I tried to use paint and it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, this explains a lot of Meccha Chameleon last week. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I suck at Meccha Chameleon. I'm much better as a hunter.
But needless to say, it is a super cool game. I'm definitely going to continue it, and it's been a lot of fun so far. It's been very cool.
Cool. That's Dimhaven. For those curious, I think,
and it also has a demo out. So if you,
that's good.
I would recommend checking out the demo, because the demo is good. It's a good demo, and it'll tell you if you're gonna like the rest of the game.
Cool. Cody, you done with PoE?
Yep.
For now,
I achieved my goal.
Okay.
I did my goal. I beat every single Abyss map, and I conquered the Abyss endgame stuff and beat the final bosses and farmed them a little bit. And that was my goal for this league, and I did it. And it's probably my favorite league ever. And I can't wait to go back in with bigger goals. I think my 1.0 goal is going to be potentially either all the end game or like the main Atlas end game. So which
main
is
Atlas is super attainable.
Larger.
Yeah. I actually made a new character. I forgot I did that. I made a new character in PoE 2 and like got to level 90 all over again and shit. But PoE 2 is in a really good spot. And they're cranking out the updates of that, like big, meaningful updates. Man,
thinking like 4 years ago to where we are now, I got to say, like, Jonathan basically grabbed the steering wheel and just drove that in such an amazing direction. Like, it's really incredible what he's done over there. Yeah.
Yep.
Like, dude is awesome.
I would agree. We should, would we talk to him post or pre 1.0?
He is going to be, I bet you he's already scheduled
for pre
up until pre, and probably post. We'll need to give him a little time, but I would love.
I mean, he loves going on the shows.
I'm on the same line as you, dude. I would love to get Jonathan on here to talk to him about. There's all sorts of fun stuff we could talk about.
Yeah, the economy in that game is also fascinating right now, because like it's easy to get divs, divine orbs.
Oh yeah. I did a lot of economy stuff this time.
Yeah, and it's maybe the most accessible the economy's been in a really long time because of the amount of divs that drop. Like, just naturally playing the game, you'll be able to accrue somewhat of wealth. And it's not
mapping, like, you just get them dropping somewhat.
Yeah, regularly. It's not gate kept this time around by traders, which
I was able to purchase upgrades to almost every slot. Like, it's one of the first times I've ever like completely dived into it, like following the build guides and stuff and like syncing up exact stats to armor and making sure every piece was build specific. And that was really, it was a lot of fun.
It drove down prices for all of that. But now I think at the end game, everything is like 500 plus, 800 plus divines. So like the numbers are astronomical, but that stuff's kind of somewhat easily attainable. I'm curious to see where they end up with 1.0, with like what they're happy with when it comes to the economy. So, Zeke, are you gonna play 1.0 for that? Is that something that you're interested in?
I might pick up 1.0, yeah.
Yeah, because you played a little bit when it came out into early access, and I think you had a good time with it.
I did, yeah. I got like, I think 50 hours in it.
Yeah, okay. That's wild to think that the back half of this year is just going to be insane. From like the middle of August till December is just a nightmare. A happy nightmare in all the ways. Just very hectic release schedule.
A happy nightmare.
Yeah, it's a hectic
Good way
release
to say
schedule, without question. Cool. We can wrap the show there. Should have a show next week. I'll probably try to line up a guest because there's not any big releases this week. I don't think we start getting really anything crazy release-wise until after the 4th. Outward 2 got delayed, right, Co? So that's no longer on the 7th?
Outward 2 is delayed until next year.
Okay.
So
Right.
they are delayed for a bit. Yep.
Yeah. There's
also EA anyway.
There's Assassin's Creed on the 9th, Grand Blue Fantasy on the 9th, Power World 1.0 on the 10th. And that's kind of it for the first week or so of July. So, yeah. Well, there's another PoE league too at the end of July, which is just too many PoE leagues. We just wrapped up.
Dude, there's a reason it's weird, but like I love PoE, but that's one of those games where I was just like, I just don't have time for you anymore.
Yeah.
I just don't have time. Like I loved it, but I don't even do sponsor streams for it anymore. I just don't have time. I don't have time.
Yep.
I wish I did.
Yep. There's a lot.
Great
All
game.
right. Let's do some shout outs and call it a show. Thank you guys for joining us once again. Zeke, why don't you start us off? What do you got going on?
You bet. Well, thank you for joining us today. Thank you to Co and JP for being co-hosts of this wonderful Drop Frame show. My name is Ezekiel the Third. You can find me at /Ezekiel_III, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, or Ezekiel the Third, all spelled out on Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. What am I doing? Well, I'm taking tomorrow off because I always take tomorrow off or Mondays off. But I got a real special treat coming to you on Tuesday. Because the if-then winner of July, or June, excuse me, the if-then winner of June has picked their game, and their game will be, JP, I think you played this?
Oh, that
Tuesday,
could mean anything.
I will be playing Digimon Storytime Stranger.
Oh, God, I'm sorry for you.
That's what I'm going to be jumping into on Tuesday. I have no idea what I'm in for, but I've heard many people go, it's actually a good game.
Wait,
Like,
does that mean you're going to finish it?
No, it means I'm going to play it for at least one stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
all it means. Like that's what you get. You get at least, and I guarantee at least 6 hours, because I can hate a game for 6 hours, any game for 6 hours, even SnowRunner or whatever.
Yeah.
But who knows? I might play it for 8 because that's usually my stream. My stream goes between 7 and 8. So
They've got an
that's
update
what's
for
coming
that.
up on Tuesday, and I don't have anything planned for the rest of the week. So if it doesn't last the entire week, which I don't know, we got all kinds of shit we can play. Dimhaven, I would love. I definitely want to go back to Dimhaven, and 007, which I still haven't played yet. So I've got other games on the docket if Digimon doesn't go the distance. But that's what I'm doing on Tuesday. So I hope to see you there.
Awesome. Yeah, that game took me 41 hours to finish. So if you're one to play it, you're going to be in for the long haul. But
Do you think it'll grab me?
I don't know. I honestly, it's an RPG, but it's also kind of a Pokemon game is an RPG, but yeah, I don't know. Do you like those style of games? Do you like capturing and evolving
Do you
creatures?
want to be the very best?
It's true.
Okay, listen, I never got into Pokemon, but I liked Power World a lot. I put 100 plus hours into Power World.
Okay, very
Oh,
different from that.
serious.
This is a de facto JRPG. Has no survival elements
Okay.
whatsoever.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And there's a lot of like, oh no, it's a Somon. What do you do? There's a lot of that. I don't know if you're
Sure.
going to be in for that. high pitch anime voices are aplenty.
I was gonna say that's your other job, right? Is anime.
That's what I do. Yeah, that's I
You're one of
voice
those
them all.
Wuthering Waves characters I've heard. I think.
I voice them all. Yeah. Actually, the Wuthering Waves voice actors are like very. That's like Mercer and shit,
Dude,
now,
they're
isn't it?
Alex Jordan.
Yeah,
the Emberville voice director is one of the Wuthering Waves actors.
They're very like, yeah,
They're very good. Yes.
yeah, they're on another
Very
level.
good.
Go do some shout outs. What do you got going on?
Sure. My name is Ko. Hi. This week you're going to see Dimhaven. I mean, I got to admit, I dipped my toe into X4. It's trouble. I'm probably a lot of X4. I know nobody likes to watch it. It's boring, but I don't care. It's really fun. So I'm playing that this week. I think we have, I don't know if we have any sponsor stuff this week. Things are kind of like, we're kind of in a lull in the next couple of weeks, funny enough.
Yes,
So we don't really have a lot. So this week is going to be probably more X4, probably more Dimhaven. I do want to start up, get a little bit back into Pathfinder Wrath of Righteous. Maybe do that a little bit. And yeah, I think that's about it. So should be pretty chill. Hope to see you this week or next week. Have a good one.
Ooh, cool. I'm going to be jumping into some RuneScape Dragonwilds right after this and
Hell
probably
yeah.
tomorrow. Kind of got bit by the survival game bug. So be playing that. I think there's enough content to last me for a while and then kind of just hanging out till some games start dropping. I guess Power World is probably the next big thing that I'll be playing. I might check out Grand Blue as well. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink was a lot of fun when that came out at launch, and the DLC looks to be more of the same and in a good way. So that and Power World be the next two things that we play. I will be back next week. Ko and Zeke, you're both here next week?
Yep. I think so.
Okay.
Could be.
We'll figure out a guest of some variety and let you guys know, and then we'll do a show. So thanks everyone so much for watching. If we don't see you on our individual streams, we'll see you next week right here, 1 p.m. Eastern for more drop frames. Happy Evo Sunday. Zeke, enjoy the matches. Go fuck no. Anything nice to say.
Hi, my name is Ko Carnage. I'm a streamer on Twitch and a game developer. Oh, wait, one more time, Zeke. Hi, my name is Ko Carnage. I'm a streamer on Twitch and a game developer.
Fantastic.
And I have a video to go with it.
Yep.
There you go.
Bye, everyone. Have a good day. Bye.